ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4.
Right now. Right fucking now. Oh my god. Oh my god, my phone's being a bitch.
What?
So my phone's being a bitch. It smells funny, you guys. I don't like it.
That's how we start. She's rubbing the microphone. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the Mike and April show. My name's Mike. Her name's April. She has nasty shit in her mouth.
You guys, I know like
Wow.
this mic smelled weird, so I got an alcohol pad and I wiped it down and I leaned forward too much and just like stamped a microphone print on my chin.
Went right into your mouth.
With it. That's really upsetting, you guys.
All right, we are back. We have not been here. Oh man, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm
I
glad
bet
to
you
be
guys-
back. Actually, I'm glad to be back doing it.
They're probably wondering who we are. Mike and April, high as kites. We have 2 shows. We do this show here on Toke Radio every Wednesday from 5 to 7 Mountain Standard Time. We also do a replay of the show on Sunday. But we also have the Highest Kites Coffee and Weed show, which is on Thursdays from 11 to 1. If you are in the cannabis industry, if you know someone in the cannabis industry, and you want to get your information out, if you want to be interviewed by 2 people who not just play stoners, are stoners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on our
Yeah.
show. We have a awesome show today. We have 1 of 3 guests already here. 2
Yes,
on the way. They had to take that Mad Max road. We got Ann from Because We Choose To. She's in the studio today.
Hello.
There she is. I had to find her volume, make sure that was right.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah. If believe it or not, I'm going to tell them when they come into. We mention Because We Choose To, and the CPRC on every show, which is, it's funny. If you guys see the replay of the show, you guys are going to see the camera fall.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be
Oh,
awesome.
good. Okay. Well,
Yeah, you can just move that little thing on top.
I don't need to when it's just
That's
a
true.
very small tripod that I can turn.
Anyway, because we mentioned the Because We Choose To and the CPRC on every single show. You can go back, and I guarantee it's going to be in there of us talking about it.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, thank you guys so much for mentioning that. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Mainly because
You guys do so
you
much
guys
work.
are hardcore.
I mean,
I don't know about all that, but we definitely try.
I know about all that. You guys move like over 2,000 pounds worth of clothes. Like, what was...
Last time you guys were there, I think we came in with 3,000 pounds and we left with 2,200. We got rid of 700 pounds of clothing that day, which got rid of means we gave them to the community. We didn't throw them out and give them the trash. We gave them to people who needed them, usually the homeless community down at a park in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys do so much work. It's not like
Antlers Hill.
It's
Antlers Hill.
Antlers
you guys
Hill
move all
Park.
those clothes by hand. And
Yeah.
not even
By
regular
hand.
sized Rubbermaid bins that one
Oh, yeah.
human can handle. You guys are like, no, fuck that. We need the bins that hold 3 of the normal size bins.
Those bins were gifted to us before it was trash bags, so we were like, "Oh, free stuff! We can hold our stuff in." And then we put 100 pounds in a bin, and we're like, "Son of a, oh man, this is gonna be a, yeah." So I mean, we gotta do it. It's gotta be done. So
Yeah. And then you guys don't own
Yeah.
the truck.
no,
So then you have to load, unload once you get to the park,
Yeah.
reload it back onto the truck when you leave the park. Once you get the truck back to wherever you put the clothes, unload the clothes, and then take the truck to wherever it needs to go.
exactly. Actually, we don't forget we have to load the truck up the day before. So this Friday coming up, we're gonna go pick up the truck from the north side of town in Colorado Springs, drive it back to the other side of town, the south side of town in Colorado Springs, and then we're going to load it up with thousands of pounds of clothes, drive it to a different park, unload it, give the clothes out, load it back up, drive it back to the south side, and then back to the north side. And that's how our Friday and Saturdays go.
They need volunteers.
You guys don't know what we're talking about because we choose
Seriously, you
to
guys.
every second Saturday of the month. This time,
It's the
This is
third
the third
Saturday
Saturday.
because last Saturday was people's birthdays and birthday parties and my best friend's parties, and we're
there's no
like, we
excuse. There's no excuse.
can't. No, we didn't. We just postponed it. We didn't cancel it. It's not like it didn't happen. It's happening.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same.
It is the same.
You guys
We'll
are
be there.
gonna all come
I
back all
promise
different.
You.
Like
No, I promise you, the same people are going to be there.
somehow older.
Wiser, slightly
Right.
more gray.
You know, speaking of that, I want to talk about gray hairs for a second. I know this is kind of off subject. I don't have any subjects on the table for today, but I look in the mirror every day and I see more and more gray hair on my face.
I don't look in the mirror every day. That's really funny.
You what?
I don't look in the mirror every day.
I
That's
don't
funny that you
anymore.
said that. It made me think about it.
I don't anymore, but well, I guess I do when I get out of the shower. It's right there. But we don't have to look in the mirror because we have dreads. It's gonna look the same. It just is. But I was looking in the mirror and I have more and more gray hairs in my beard.
Yeah.
And when there was only like one or two, I could pluck them. Right?
No, there's more
You
than that
can't
now.
do that now.
You're gonna pluck out your whole beard.
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
gonna
Yeah,
look
it'll be
even
all
more
spotty.
scraggly.
Right, that's just gonna be like a black patch here and a black patch there. You're gonna be done.
Right?
That's how the old timey Asian
Watch yourself
samurais.
now.
I know I gotta be really careful what I say. All the old samurais had those long,
They have
like
two
5 gray hairs
right
or
here
5 yeah.
on the sides, right at the corner of the chins, like hanging down, curled.
When you see those up close, though, they look really nasty.
Yeah.
Like, you think it looks like one way in a cartoon, and, you know, when you see it as a kid.
I mean,
Right.
Disney does have us
Ooh.
set on a certain kind of image when we look
Yeah.
at certain
But when it gets close, what movie did I see one of those up close in? I think it was, what is that? What is the movie where actually the phrase "me love you a long time" comes from?
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh God, this is such a good movie.
Isn't it a war movie?
Yeah, and it's got
the dude who kills himself in the beginning of the movie. I think I know what it's called.
Wow, you just gave
no,
so much
not
away.
that
No,
one.
I'm just-
It's not that one.
Not that one. It's another. Okay.
Yeah, we're not talking about Platoon, and we're
No,
not
not
talking
Platoon.
about
Full Metal
It's
Jacket.
not Robin
Yeah, we're not
Williams.
talking about Full Metal
Okay.
Jacket. I'm talking about. I think it's called like Land of the Sun or
Good
Rising
Morning
Sun.
Vietnam.
Or and it's got you guys, I'm really terrible with actors' names because I don't give a shit.
That's just one reason.
There's one
got
guy with his one person.
Tommy
in
Lee
it.
Jones. It has Tommy Lee Jones in
He's
it.
in so
What?
many movies.
Yeah,
it's really
it's-
hard to narrow
it's-
down some.
It's such a good movie. I used to watch the shit out of this movie when I was like 13, 12, 11. It would come on
Right.
all the time. Maybe I shouldn't have been watching it. It's like,
Maybe you
yeah,
should.
12, 13. yeah, and it's about this, it's just about an Asian woman in Vietnam and what the atmosphere is like when the Americans are there, and kind of why she's prostituting, why she's doing what she's doing.
It's not
And-
Miss Saigon.
Nope.
Okay.
And then a GI comes, which is Tommy Lee Jones, and
Once you
he
pass that
really
joint.
likes her, and he marries her, and the war is over, and he brings her back to America, and it kind of goes on. It kind of tells what happens sometimes in those cases when that happens. It was a pretty good movie. I'm telling it like I don't want to give spoilers away or anything, but of course,
we don't even know what movie we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it
we're still
was-
kind of confused.
it was a good movie, man.
Yes, I
Tommy Lee
am.
Jones. It's like something with the sun. I don't know, you guys. Look that up though. It was really worth the watch.
You mean look it up? Okay, yeah. I guess I could. I do have internet.
All right, well. Oh, yeah, hey, you know what, Ann, while you're doing that, Mike? You guys should weigh yourselves before you do that. Move all those
yeah.
clothes and then weigh yourselves after. Like, you've got the scale. That's
I'm
how
pretty
you know.
sure we'll burn some calories, but I don't know if we'll burn pounds quite that quickly. I
I
don't
don't know, man. You lose
Well,
a lot of water weight. That was crazy.
We
How
are
much I
running
was
back
sweating.
and forth the entire time. Like that's okay. Like okay, with respect to those who are in need and who we help, sometimes they tend to take things that aren't for us to give to them. We're just
Oh, I've seen such things.
so it's kind of we have to kind of be kind of healthy to keep up with them because they see stuff and they're like, oh, they're giving stuff away. They must be giving it all away. No, not all of this is for you.
I can't just take this tub.
That's my kid.
We'll throw it later.
They try. They really do try.
Let me see if I can find this movie now. I got how long ago? 70s. He was in Charlie's Angels.
Who?
Tommy Lee Jones was in Charlie's Angels.
The real one?
The TV series.
Oh, I was say not the movie
That's-
with what's her name?
That's insane.
What is her name? Cameron?
He played
Yeah,
Howard
Cameron
Hughes.
Diaz.
Yeah, that's right. Lucy Liu And what's the other one that was
Glad
funny?
you know.
What's the funny one?
The girl you like,
Drew
Mike with the
Barrymore?
mouth.
Yeah.
With the mouth? The one
Yeah,
you
she has a mouth.
You know, it's very animated.
Yeah.
She's really cute, but her mouth is very animated.
I mean, it's big. It's just to say she's got a big mouth. Let's just get to the point. It's big.
Her
She
one
puts it
side
in
of the
shapes, and like
Yeah.
while she's talking, and like it's just weird.
mouth, one side of her mouth doesn't know the same words as the other side of her mouth, so it moves in different directions.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that, but all right.
I do want to say this. I don't have our phone today. I didn't feel like plugging it in. So if you guys do want to be in contact, if you want to contribute to this conversation, send me a message on Facebook, and I'll read it out. I'll do whatever I need to do. It's just a way for you guys to communicate back with us. If you don't know who we are, look up High as Kites on Facebook, YouTube, all of those things. High as Kites. You've been high as a kite. Just pluralize it. Pluralize it.
That was
Plural.
right the first time. Don't keep
Don't
going.
keep doing it.
No,
You're digging
don't.
yourself deeper.
You're like, oh, don't keep doing it.
Right. Oh. So if you guys do want to message us, just send me a message, Mike Caldwell or Highest Kites, on one of our pages, and I'm sure we'll get that out. I'm going to say that a couple more times, I'm sure.
What are we smoking?
A lot of things.
Our concentrate today is we had training day earlier, Lavender Jones. We have some training day concentrate, and it's in wax form, which I'm going to open up here in a second. I'll show you the people that can see. It's like really golden in color. It's really pretty looking.
And if you guys are wanting to see what it is that we're talking about, we do have cameras in our face, even though you guys can't see us at home. Every Sunday I do a replay of the Mike and April show only on our YouTube page. Because we're trying to build up our YouTube page, we don't have any views there, except for the acid trip.
Mm-hmm.
So go in there and make sure you see our acid trip, because that was fun.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Oh, did you see it? Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Oh, I watched that for the first time 2 days ago.
It's hilarious.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my
We
god.
didn't even watch it when we posted it,
Are
and
you
then we were
serious?
watching. And I go, please, no, because we got naked during that time.
We didn't know that. Luckily.
Oh, penises were held.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Not even sexual. It wasn't even sexual. It
my
was
boobs got so constricted, like you wouldn't even believe.
Are you sure they got
in the
constricted,
clothes.
or it was just because you were fucking on?
not rolling around on the
Yeah,
ground and
maybe,
stuff.
you know.
Well,
That could have been it.
It was like,
Right.
it felt like, okay, so I was on the floor, that's true. But it was like after the video, okay, so I'm sitting there trying to relax, and I'm like, suddenly it just felt like I was just trapped in these clothes, like, and they were really tight around my boobs, like they were just, like, stopping freedom. And I don't even wear a bra, like, I never wear a bra. It just felt like it was like,
It's just closing in on you. It's
Yeah.
closing in on the Tata.
yeah, exactly. So I just had to release them.
Yeah.
Okay, come on in.
We are actually. I just dropped both of my drinks. Tell you what we're gonna
Yes,
do.
I see.
We're gonna take a small break real fast. We got the rest of our people here. We are gonna. Y'all can hear the music that I'm about to play. Making. I don't even know the name of this damn song. What is this? Make it bun dim. Make it bun
dim.
the beach.
Oops, sorry. Hey guys. Hi, thanks for coming, guys. I hope
Hey.
the drive wasn't terrible.
Give me 1 second. Let me make sure everything is off and music playing. And
It's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Typical Denver. I'm going to put my phone on silent real quick.
Oh, I'm gonna not share because I don't want to.
hey guys.
Thank you. Hey,
How you doing?
We're hanging in there.
we are.
Good.
I usually stick to my own just because it's germ season.
Oh yeah, whatever you're
Yeah.
comfortable.
Whatever you're
I'm
gonna.
like,
Please do. I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, we'll end up passing it to you regardless. I mean,
If you need anything like
brought
papers,
some.
okay.
I
Do you need a
lighter.
pipe? We got that too.
I can help. I can
Okay.
put some in a pipe.
Uh-oh.
I don't have.
we have one
a
of
great
those.
pipe.
Watch this camera.
Okay. You've been on the show before, right? Okay. You haven't been on the show. I've already told her you got to talk really close to the microphone, or no one can hear you.
Like this.
Okay.
Like
like in your mouth almost. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you don't want to talk about?
You guys don't forget to
We
pass
got
the mic though,
lots of
guys.
stuff we can talk about.
Is there anything you don't want to talk about?
No.
Oh, we're good. You know
Because
what?
like Like I told her, I was like, we did acid. If we do acid, we'll talk about doing acid. We had sex today. We're gonna talk about having sex today. So,
we're cool.
So okay.
Thank you, darling.
I'm sorry, I have to take this because I think between two people, instead of them handing the mic off to each other, it might be easier if the single person does it instead of them. I'm sorry.
You're right about that.
Because then
We're
we
not
can put this
professional
in
here.
between them.
So do I have to hold it the entire time, or can I
And
put
I
it
can
down
hear,
for a
but
You can
second?
put out
yeah,
yeah, just
headphones,
don't
like,
rape,
it's loud,
stuff across it.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah,
And
just
I
whenever we're ready
cuss
to talk, you know.
a super lot. So I'm just letting you guys know if you're not aware of that.
Sorry.
Just letting you know.
I think we know you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have to give the basic stuff.
The spiel.
So
You
don't
know
say
what I'm
anything
saying.
that you guys don't want to talk about.
I think we're good. Let's talk about it
Totally.
all.
Here
Okay.
you go if you need any like supplies or whatever. And
Far out.
There's stuff like this. We got alcohol pads, grinder,
Beautiful.
tray.
That's like Kat Von D, girl.
Self-contained.
Beautiful. I'm like, hey,
And I
you're
got
rocking
this
that
chair.
color.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did do my makeup today.
We've got dabs too.
I had to take a couple
You're welcome
extra
to.
breaths.
So.
And that's okay. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my time. I'm going to put my face on.
Oh yeah, and then
take a shower.
Don't lean like all the way to your right, because you'll just be off.
I promise you,
Let
the
me
boys are
very
not
carefully
skipping a
show
beat.
you
They're
what
like,
you
oh,
guys
Mom,
look like here.
Mom.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Aisha, that's your shot there.
We're not live on Facebook. This is. We're trying to build up our YouTube page because we have all our views on Facebook. So,
But Facebook will pay you.
well, they can still both pay you. Not Hollywood's Facebook, and he gets paid.
Facebook is strict.
But
though.
YouTube pays you more. So we,
Y'all have
not that we would know, we don't have
powerful
any money.
torch.
So
Yeah.
I don't have any
we're trying to make it before we
We
get
here.
here.
I think I've got
Alright.
3 videos on my YouTube
Oh, yeah.
channel. That's it.
Yeah,
Shit,
YouTube
and then-
is
Just watch this mic. So try not to brush
There's a lot
anything
of
up
work.
against this one.
more work than I
And then
have
we're gonna
time for.
pass around the back
Yeah.
of this one.
Okay.
And that's it. So
Word.
I think she's got a card cap there for you.
Oh look, there's a little fish. Check it out.
What's playing next?
We're not that cool.
Is
We're
there-
ready if you want to go.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ready.
All right. No
We need a
questions.
little.
We don't really have any subjects today.
I
You
do.
guys are our subject. Well, I guess she does. You guys are our subjects for
We're
this.
set. We're ready.
All right. We still didn't talk about the. Oh, we gotta do our fucking. All that shit. Our sponsors.
We haven't so Aisha, I wanted to be sensitive to the things going on in your life, but I also don't want to ignore them.
Yeah.
So, you know, what if anything do you want to discuss about Maisha? Because I want to memorialize her properly, but I don't want to cause any stress for you.
That's a good question. I don't think that it'll be a problem.
Okay.
We can talk about my.
We don't
I don't
plan.
mind.
We don't have anything planned. I just don't want us to say something and then us not go over this first. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
trying to make this enjoyable for everybody.
Yeah, we're trying to have
You
fun. We're
you
trying to get
I love y'all.
I don't
We're trying to-
Thank you.
Yeah, we love you guys.
the
too.
only
We love
way
you
that
too.
we could
Yeah.
help.
Thank you.
That's
I
all.
love it.
Are y'all ready?
We're ready.
All right.
I got a lot of random stuff. I got a quiz. I'm gonna give everybody.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do an intro again of who we are, blah blah blah, our sponsors. I'm not gonna turn y'all's mics on yet. It's just gonna be ours for a second. I gotta go through our sponsors and say some
Put that
stuff,
right there.
and then I'll introduce you guys, and then turn your mics on.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
You ready?
Uh-huh. All right, listen, guys. I just turned the music down whenever the fuck I wanted to. Hey, how y'all doing? We're back. Mike and April show. We are here Wednesdays from 5 to 7 on tokeradio.com, Mountain Standard Time. If you are not on Mountain Standard Time, then I don't know what to tell you because I don't know the difference in the times. Shout out to our sponsors. Guy has got. I haven't done this in so long, and then it really makes second.
me depressed every time I do it.
Why?
Cause I'm trying to be honest, right? Yeah.
But why?
We don't have
I'm
much,
asking.
but we have like one sponsor on our show. They have like
We have 2 sponsors,
anyway.
and they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are. I didn't say that they weren't awesome. I
No,
was just
know.
saying I love
we don't
going
need
through.
12 sponsors. It's quality over quantity.
I need 12 sponsors, and you need 12 sponsors. Gaia's Gardens,
We're
Kind Meds,
The whole show
710
will just be 20, naming off
It
24
would
sponsors.
be. It would be 710 or we should just have the flashing, just a media source flashing on OBS. 710 Pipes, King of Quality, Simply Pure, TH Custom Promos, Grass Trays, The Clinic, and the place that where our butts are right now, Studio 420, which is located at 3995 South Broadway. They have a VIP package you guys can get for $20. You guys can come sit in here. I think with the VIP package, you can come sit and watch us.
Yeah, if you come during a show at any point.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be cool.
I
I don't
welcome
mind
it.
it at
I
all.
welcome it. I just, you're going to look at me like I'm an animal? Should we just partition the class up? Do I not have a say in this? Is that just, we're here. Might as well use them. Anyway, we got some awesome guests in the show today. And because we choose to, Kayla, is that right?
No, it's Bridget.
No, the other person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
I
Kayla.
thought you were naming off people, and I was like in my
no,
head, oh my
I'm-
God.
I'm trying
How dare
to
you?
It took me. I told you we mentioned
did
you guys on
anything.
every show, right? So what happens is I never pronounce her name correctly. I always say
Brings up
Kyla.
her name?
Oh wait,
Huh?
Kayla.
Really?
Kayla.
That's the one. That's the name that you guys messed up. I figured
He
you
messes up.
That's what-
He's dyslexic.
Oh,
Don't call me out.
I gotta explain it. Well, it can't just not be you dyslexic. I mean, we'd rather it be you dyslexic than
First off, how dare
the
you?
alternative.
First off.
Oh man.
Second off, that's racist.
If I
Just to assume that white people are dyslexic.
Yeah, okay. This white person is dyslexic.
This white person. That's still racist.
So if
Anyway.
he says it wrong the first time, that's how it's gonna be forever.
Oh yeah, we live by a lot of streets in our neighborhood, like
Oh God,
Wasatchie,
which is Wasatch.
Oh
God, Williamette, which is Willamette.
it is Williamette.
No, there's
Oh.
definitely not a
Saint Vrain, Saint Vane.
Saint Vane.
Saint
It's Saint Vrain.
Saint
That was the
Vrain.
best one. I was like, you've been going around calling it Saint Vane.
But I've done it to you multiple times and you haven't noticed, so I'm hoping that everybody knows
You
what's
every
going
time.
on. Anyway, because we choose to, Ann is here. Kayla's not. She couldn't make it tonight. And then we got CPRC, Canna Patient Resource Connection. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many I told her? I talk about y'all every show. Go back, rewind it every single. You might not be at the beginning, but it's our info because we choose to CPRC. I always do because we choose to in the CPRC because it sounds better that way. I hate
Yes.
putting you guys second or
does.
anything like
It
that.
doesn't
I
matter.
don't
No,
feel
it
like
does.
they're second. I feel like
Yeah.
we said
We're
both of them
equal,
on the
like, 'cause
same
they bring the
platform.
food.
Yeah.
They bring
Yeah.
the food. You just, like, no, the weekend that they weren't there, the 1 week that they weren't there,
Right.
they were like, are you guys gonna have the food? I'm like, no, that's not us. Well, where's the
Yeah.
food?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not feeling well today. They're kind of, all of them are kind of under the weather. Oh. Really sad. I go, okay. 'Cause they don't want to say
Good to
anything
know.
mean, but they were like, we miss them and we're hungry. I'm like, I don't have any food. We don't have that part for you. I'm sorry.
I might have some
We have
leftover
lots of
Cheetos in my
clothes.
car.
Yeah. We
That's-
should have.
That's like
just
what I have
drove
hot Cheetos,
by
like,
and threw
I could have given them like the hot
car.
Cheetos. That's what I had.
I bet you like saying it that way because it's in alphabetical order too, because we choose
Yes.
to in the CPRC.
That tends to be
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
We'll
usually
say
how
that
people's
that's a
brains
thing.
do.
We're not pretentious.
We'll say that that's the reason.
Yes.
Oh, we don't. Were we talking about something before they came in?
You were
I did-
introducing them.
I did. Did I not introduce them? Oh my goodness.
No, not really.
Aisha, Bridget, CPRC. I guess I just did say CPRC. They, I gotta say, Bridget, you do a lot of work.
Yes.
Yes.
Typing. I feel like you should have been a teacher. Or
She was.
I
You
was
were?
a teacher.
There you go. See, it was natural. So,
Yes.
Organization.
Yes.
what grades did you teach?
I actually moved up through school with my children, so I've done elementary, middle, and high school.
Okay, wow.
That's why she has patience for everything.
Which did you like the best?
Middle school, oddly.
Really?
Yes.
A lot of
seem
smells going
like-
on in middle school.
Oh, a whole lot of smell and a whole
Middle
lot of hormone,
schoolers.
but I like a good challenge, you know.
Yeah.
That would really
See,
be a challenge.
I was
That
gonna
would
say
definitely
middle
be
schoolers are
challenging.
some little assholes.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah, they
Jody,
are.
They
Yes.
are little
They
jerks,
But they're
man.
little
Yeah.
sponges when you get to them, and they're like, "Man, you're a cool teacher."
Then they
And
love you forever.
They do. They're really good. And then when
Yeah,
I
they'll
moved
come
up in
back.
high school, I had all those same students. They were like, "Miss D," and I was like, "No, I got married. It's Miss S now."
And they're like,
Bet you
oh.
blew their minds.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh,
course.
Kids
So,
are
talking
aware.
of-
You have a life?
I know. It's like, whoa.
The teacher, yeah.
Talking of, your husband loves Alabama. I'm not going to mention his name as he doesn't want on there, but
Yes.
he loves Alabama, so he's really having a good time this season. Right?
Oh, he has a good time every season.
Oh yeah, I'm an Alabama fan, and it's already past a dynasty. I mean, we're
Yeah. My granddaughter, when we were teaching her
Dynasty.
animal sounds, the elephant was roll tide roll.
right. That's awesome.
That's what the
awesome.
elephant says, is roll tide roll.
See?
That's so funny.
It's funny because they barely won last week. I always have to do a
Right.
football thing. They barely won last week, but if they would have lost, that would have been all over the news. I've never seen someone get more news
when they
lose than when you win. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, when they
Yeah.
lose, it's like, all out.
That
What
says
happened?
something about your,
What happened,
like
Coach
you say,
Saban?
dynasty, right?
Right,
It
what
really
happened?
says- yeah.
What happened?
Dynasty.
It's a game. At
Yeah.
some point, we're
It's-
gonna lose. I mean,
Exactly. You
I
don't
know.
win every single
Right.
one of them.
No.
doesn't matter how many millions of dollars you got. Nick Saban, he has millions.
Yes, he does.
Upon me, it's like, why don't you go to NFL? Why would he leave?
Right?
Ever.
That's
Ever.
the best job ever.
Oh yeah.
And he'll
Oh,
end up
yeah.
with a statue next to Bear Bryant, and
Oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna have it.
yeah,
He's gonna have everything named after him.
yeah.
Oh man. And then, well, the only bad thing is I watched a sports show with him on there, and it was everywhere he went on campus, he was getting escorted with security.
Yes.
I don't know if I would want that all the time.
No, not at all.
Definitely not.
I mean, I would bet. I would think. I didn't go to college. Not a college that normal people go to. I went to one
Normal
of
people.
normal. So I wonder if like the players have security that goes with them when they go to class. 'Cause, there's a lot of college students at University of Alabama. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those players reach celebrity status very quick.
Right. With no pay.
Yeah, no
Which
pay
is crazy.
whatsoever.
I mean, you still gotta
Free
use
college.
prep, you still gotta learn.
Free college, that's your pay.
That's your pay.
Which is
you
your
better
It's
use it
$100,000 a
wisely.
year college, though. I mean,
Yeah.
That's 400,000 in 4 years. So
That's
yeah,
a Southern
that's-
elite
Right.
college.
but for
It's
what?
like the
Broadcasting?
social
What are you doing
Right.
if you're playing sports? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
Major in
saying.
communication.
Which wouldn't you? Because your knee gives out. The only thing you can hope for is a voice.
Yes.
'Cause
You
I
got to
don't-
be able to talk on TV.
This is what happens when you don't have a communications degree. Do you hear me? This is you kids. Like, people are listening like, who the fuck is this dude? Anyway, if you want to, I got to say this again. If you guys want to get in touch with us, I don't have a phone set up for us today. Hit me up on Facebook. Send me a message. Do whatever. If you say some stuff, I'll put it on there. I don't give a shit.
So did you guys hear about the college, the girl that died from alcohol poisoning, and now they're suspending all frat and
Was
like,
it a girl? Was it a
activities.
girl or a
It was
boy?
girl.
Okay.
What?
I believe so. Yeah, in Texas. I
Yeah.
think?
Oh
Texas.
my.
Stuff always happens in Texas.
That's
in
because
Florida.
it's Texas.
Texas or Florida?
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida
Footloose
man.
happened in
Okay.
Texas.
Was
See
this a
everything.
fraternity party or a sorority party?
I don't know what it was, but they're suspending all fraternity and sorority activities on campus or anywhere else.
I mean,
to-
there's
for
a dead
students to
person. They
participate
kind
in.
of should be.
Right, I feel like this happens every year.
It's like
Oh,
once
it
every
does.
3 months.
Yeah, so why the reaction to this one and not all the other ones?
Because now people are actually paying attention to it. They're like, it happened, and it's been happening, and local news has always caught it, but now it's making national news because everyone is realizing what's like, hey, this is still happening. This is 2017, still.
I don't want to sound racist, but
But,
what color was she?
She was white.
Oh no, I got a good question for you guys now.
oh,
I don't
Was
know.
she
What
a
she,
cheerleader?
I don't know what she looks
That's-
like, but I don't think she was ugly. So.
See, I'm
She's
thinking.
rich.
I'm thinking. Look at the demographics.
There
of the
you go.
person.
if
And
she's
see-
rich, then you can
Okay.
definitely
Yeah, see.
count on, yeah.
I would check
Definitely.
class.
Yeah.
I would check what class they are because I can tell you all sorts of people get alcohol poisoning and a lot
Yes.
of people.
Right.
I was gonna say every year.
Yeah.
Every
over
year, this is an
hundreds
issue.
and hundreds.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is an issue. This is a national issue we have, and all of a sudden now something is.
Right.
So that does make me wonder.
And their
a little
solution
Well-
is to shut down social events, not like take care of the actual culprit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, alcohol's cool though. So you get your beer bongs.
Now, I do have to, I don't know where you guys stand on this. I'm going to say this very briefly and whatever. Gun laws. There was a shooting yesterday, or today, and yesterday,
Yeah.
and then so Trump wants to say it's not a gun issue, And people want to say it's not a gun issue; it's a mental health issue, which it is. It
That's
is
like
mental
saying the
health.
last story that I just said isn't an alcohol issue.
Yes, that's what I was getting to. It's at some point it has to be a gun issue, and for people who say, well, now's not the time. When's the time? That's like, the people who you shouldn't be protesting the national anthem by getting on a knee because that's not the time. Well, when's the time? When's the time? And I guarantee and I said this last week or
And they
the
are
other day.
protesting the national anthem.
Right. You're not gonna like
They
a
don't confuse anyone.
right.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
It's not even
Right.
related to the
Yeah.
anthem or the flag or anything.
Confused.
And you're never gonna.
It's about equal rights.
You're not gonna like a protest.
Mhm.
That's what makes it a protest. If you weren't
Right.
protesting, you'd be going. That's Trump's words were, if they would just go along with it, then they would offend more people if they just went along with it. I go, you're just telling them to shut up and just do it. It's not,
Forget the First Amendment. It
course.
doesn't matter.
Right.
Right.
Right. Doesn't matter.
Right.
That was all I was gonna say. And then there's a gun issue in America, and here's the issue: they need to just stop selling semi-automatic. Look, I don't even like guns. Y'all know I've said this multiple times. I am not a gun fan. I hate guns. I don't think anyone should have a gun. That being said, you tell me I can't have a gun, the first thing I'm going to do is to go buy a gun. That's just how my brain works. You don't tell me.
Right.
So, I mean, I get it. It's just they only kill people. You never get a gun and go, oh, this created world peace. Thank you.
Well, I mean, the guns did kind of stop the Nazis from taking over more than the 2/3 that did take over.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been able to take over that much
they
had
had
they not had guns in the first place.
They didn't have guns; they had tanks.
Well,
Big tanks.
Big tanks.
more of the issue that I have,
Bigger,
the issue that I
larger
have is
firepower.
not even Americans selling guns to Americans. It's Americans who go out and they sell guns to Jamaica. They go out and sell guns to Africa,
Then that's the
Afghanistan.
arms
And then they
trade.
want to say,
Then that's
Right.
the
how
illegal-
dangerous it is
yeah.
over there,
Right.
guys.
That's not the Second Amendment. That's
No,
the
no,
illegal
no.
arms
Have
trade.
you guys-
Now, the way I feel about Second
Aware of
Amendment is
SoFax?
I believe in a utopia, but it's never going to
an
happen.
interesting
So we
people.
have to have
It's-
guns. I was
oh, what, say
military.
it
I got it.
How
I
do
love
spell
it. It's just
SOFEX.
I don't really
No.
like guns.
Okay,
I
I'll look it
personally am not a fan of
Yeah,
guns.
Vice News did
However,
a special on
I do
SoFeX
believe that people
conference,
should have the right to have
which
guns,
is
but they
arms
should do it
trade
how
and-
other
and
countries
dealing
do,
with
where you're
the
going to go through.
business of
I'm
war.
sorry, it's going to take you
Very
6 months to
interesting.
get this
Yeah.
gun,
I'm good with
but
that.
you're
Yeah.
going to go through the process. We're
Yeah.
going to check your mental health before. We're going to check your mental health now. We're going to
Oh,
check
yeah.
your social security. We're going to check your bad credit. We're going to see how well you've been doing this. We're going to
violence,
check your
animal
criminal record.
cruelty.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're going to check all of this before we
Right.
allow you to even purchase a gun. To even
But-
get a permit that says you can purchase a gun.
Who has
Here's
a red
the
card?
thing
Who has a
about
red
that.
card?
Well,
I know.
it shouldn't be about that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be about that.
Oh, no, I
You know
agree.
what I mean? Does that mean that every person who drinks a beer can't have guns? No. So
No.
those two things should not go together.
But I'm
However, here's
schizophrenic.
the kicker:
I
is
shouldn't
that
have a gun.
there are
Yeah.
already laws in
Well,
place
yes.
where people
No,
are supposed to
there's-
get
I'm
those
bored.
background checks
There's a reason
and
you're
mental
not
checks.
supposed
We're just
to have.
not upholding those laws.
Right.
So
Yeah.
whenever we go passing more laws, as we see in Colorado Springs, the issue is not the fact that we need more laws. We need people who are enforcing the laws
Enforcement of
that
the
are
laws we
already
have.
in place.
I think
So-
we need
Yeah.
education above other things.
Yes.
And also, we need to prioritize what laws we're enforcing over the other one. Where are we funneling all our money and
All our-
making a task force and like whatever?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the law enforcement budget for Colorado Springs, I think it's at least 60%. It does go strictly for marijuana.
Fucking
Wow.
you guys.
But, you know, forget the math, forget all the other shootings and all of this other stuff, because that,
Oh, yeah.
that stuff,
Right.
that doesn't matter.
It's
But
so stupid
marijuana
in a
doesn't get
state
Mind-boggling.
and they're using the money from marijuana to fund their dumb shit.
Yes, they
To
are.
get more money out of marijuana.
So annoying.
Right?
It's so annoying.
12,
If they would just
21
hold the
funds
money.
it.
It's oh my god.
Yep.
I can't even.
It's,
I can't even.
It breaks the brain.
Yeah, but it's not corrupt, guys. It's,
No,
it's,
no.
like it's
the
here
way
for
that the
the
system
protection
is-
of the children.
Oh,
Yeah, think about the children.
Or, you know,
Exactly.
You know what I enjoy?
frail.
I see your post on Facebook, Miss Bridget, and what it
I'm
is
so
is
sorry.
no. I try to share as much stuff as I can
Yeah, I
in the
know.
Highest Kites
I
community. I try
appreciate
to.
that.
Yes.
It's you handle the stuff, you, Aisha, and all three of you actually. Y'all handle the stuff that we can't do. Like, if you guys need your information out there, we got you. But you deal with
Right.
just lifting shit. I mean, and I can't, seeing homeless people every month can put a toll on you, no matter if you are in the best of hearts or not.
Well,
And I mean that in a nice way.
it can, because sometimes they're unappreciative because of where they are and how they got there, or
Right.
they're high. In all honesty, they're high,
Yeah.
and there's nothing like, okay, so you're homeless. I'm not judging you. You are where you are. I just want to keep you close. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So, but it does make it hard sometimes to willingly go out there and do that, because you're like, all right,
Yeah.
here we go, because they're gonna say something foul. Of course, they're
Of
gonna say
course.
something crazy. So,
Yes.
and then
And sometimes there's a bigger need somewhere else in the
Yeah.
community, and
Exactly.
trying to reach those people too has proven a little bit
Oh, yeah.
difficult.
yeah, it really, really has.
So if you know anyone who needs clothes for their kids, or they know someone who knows someone
Yeah.
who needs clothes for themselves, so they could go get a job or
Not just for the
whatever.
homeless.
It's not just for the home. Like
No,
we
it's not.
want
It's for people in
especially-
need.
Yes,
People in need.
everybody.
It doesn't
everybody.
matter if you have a home and your home just needs some clothes in it because you ain't got no clothes for whatever reason, or you
Right.
are living in a car, or you're living on the streets. If you need clothes or small toiletry items, because we choose to, will help you with that. That is what we are designed for.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a gun question that I brought up last week, because we have a mixture of races in here now. So we have. All right. I said
I don't know, I
something.
can be in here.
Now
Yeah.
y'all can say that what I'm about
Most
to
of us
say
are
is
mixed.
incredibly racist
Yeah.
or not. I'm asking your opinion. You remember when I was talking about the how when white person has a gun versus a black person having a gun?
Oh yeah.
If
yeah,
a white
yeah.
person has a gun, you'll see it like multiple times. They show that
You
bad
just
boy
mean hanging
off.
out in the house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could go to someone's house you've never
Hanging
been to
out in their
before.
back truck. On
Yeah.
On a
Oh yeah.
rack.
Which is I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what I'm saying. I'm just saying. But you can have black people. You will never see their gun. They don't want you to know they have a gun until they need to use said gun, right?
Have a black
Yeah,
household.
There's a reason for that.
There is. There is a
I
reason.
have
You'll
a black
never know a
household.
black person.
Right.
has a gun.
Right.
There's no reason.
You get two white
usually.
people in the house, 19 guns. You see every single one of them.
Yes. Yes.
You get 5 black people in a room, also 19 guns, never saw one of them.
Yeah.
Crazy enough, one's pointing at you
Also 19
right now. But like you'll never see it. Is that
They got 'em
racist
holed
or
up
is
on
that
the-
I think
is
there's
it
a reason for
That's
that.
an observation.
observation?
I think that white people, it's more accepted if they carry, whereas a black person is like,
That's true.
what you up to?
That is true. Like if
Yeah,
you
you're
you
gonna
see
be
that
dark.
old
Okay,
white man with
that's
his
If all of us
I
were
think
to
it's
walk
forced
out in
to
the street,
conceal.
and I mean this,
Yeah.
I'm a dark
Yeah.
person. If all of us were to walk out in the street and you had a gun on you and I had a gun on me, who do you think they're gonna stop?
oh you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I have 19
She might
guns-
even get away.
Exactly. Honestly, you might be able
She's
to.
black too, but I mean like they
if
would
I
be
had
like
19 guns and you had 19 guns and mine are all hidden and yours are all out,
right.
they still might look
He's
at
gonna
me.
walk by.
They're gonna walk by. They might look at me because
No
they
problem.
the dogs smell his gunpowder, and they're gonna be barking at me because it doesn't matter.
Because you know I shot my gun recently at something that wasn't even there.
Right?
Okay.
I missed. What
That
the
was
fuck
a
were you
warning
shooting
shot.
at?
That was a warning shot. I swear to God, I saw something.
I found out that you could not shoot airsoft guns
In city
within
limits.
city limits.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Unless you were in a license plate, no, you cannot.
Is it
Oh.
is it the air gun? That's
Yeah.
Yeah, with the plastic.
Yeah.
With the BB thing.
Or the
Like
metal
it
one.
ain't
Well,
gonna
it's not always
penetrate.
plastic. They're
I mean, it can poke
Oh.
your eye out.
That's
So,
terrible.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fond of guns, but my children's father is, so they
Oh,
have
yeah.
BB guns and airsoft guns.
oh, I have BB
Yeah.
guns. I love BB guns. I used to shoot. I'm from Alabama.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah,
old
we
school
have a
cockback
Red
one time.
Ryder.
We,
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta.
we used to, we used to
Yeah.
shoot squirrels
Mm-mm.
because they would eat on our pecan trees.
Oh.
And then we
Yes.
had we of course because I'm from Alabama had 100 cats. Okay, let me just throw that out. And then the cats would eat the
Outside
squirrels.
cats.
And then
Well,
the
you have
cats
the
would get
cats to eat
raided.
the squirrels, but then the cats multiply.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
Like you won't believe how many times my grandfather had to go find homes for those cats.
Oh, I will.
And by
Anywhere in
homes
the
I mean he
South,
set
it's
them
like
free.
We set them free.
Oh my god.
He didn't kill the cats. There were a
Oh,
lot of
he
people-
killed those
He didn't
cats.
kill those cats. You'd say my papa
Mike,
killed
yeah,
those
I
cats?
saw your papa. I saw him.
You've seen my papa one time.
He was an adult in like the 50s.
He was an
A white man in Alabama. A white property-owning man.
White man.
He killed those cats.
White.
We
And
were
I'm not
saying-
saying he didn't take care of business. He took care of business, but he killed those cats.
And why is it still a thing for a white man to still own property? I'm a white man. Have you heard that? You can still hear that argument from time to time. I'm a white man with property.
They follow the
Oh my
1812 version of the Constitution.
Right.
That they're not even reading right.
Oh my gosh. And they're not reading it right.
No, because they can't read.
That's
Hey, you know
It's a
what?
big problem.
My husband's from Alabama. So.
I'm from Alabama, and here's the thing. I'm dyslexic, and I couldn't read until the second time I was in 7th grade. I say this all the time. And so, yeah, people in Alabama can't read.
Okay.
And people in Mississippi are worse. And I'm not trying to talk bad about
Yes.
Mississippi. I'm just saying that, you want me to throw you a bad number?
They don't
Mississippi
prioritize
has the
education.
highest dropout rate they actually have the highest homeless teen rate.
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy,
Pregnancy's in there too.
Homeless, it's
course.
really bad down there. And then
Georgia, Louisiana, and Mississippi are always in a battle for last place in education. So
I hate to say it, but and I'm not
because they don't want to
trying
teach science.
or
They're
anything.
I'm not trying
holdouts.
to make anyone uncomfortable, but I hate to say it, but if you notice in the Bible Belt, the less education there is,
Yeah.
the more religion there is.
Yeah.
And it
Good
goes
hint.
like that in the entire world, too. The more
learn-
religion there is, the less education and the more crime you have.
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, one of those weird facts you have to really find.
Yeah.
Our Big Bang
Truth.
Theory was half a page long, and after the teacher talked about it, she said how wrong it was. Because my teacher was a creationist, and so
Yes.
you're only restricted to 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, which you shouldn't be a teacher.
Hey, wasn't
I'm
there
just-
a
I'm
Chinese
sorry.
dynasty well before 6,000 years ago?
There are trees.
Yeah, but we remember that, you know.
Well,
There's
like,
two
there-
trees,
There,
but
there were
yeah.
like entire Chinese dynasties.
Well, let us
They're
heard
much older than
There's
that.
like living other
Yes.
beings. with
They're all
trees.
building and planning the Great Wall with their
No.
great civilization,
Mhm.
with
Incorrect.
written language, writing great things, poems,
But
None of that
literature.
It happened.
Well before 6,000
No.
years ago. But
No.
no,
No, that
That's a
was
big
just a
no.
couple years ago.
we're gonna ignore that.
Right?
Well,
That's incorrect.
That's sad.
We're
well,
looking
I guess since we're talking about this subject,
World is
That's
not-
why I want to
Just-
travel.
we have to point out Kentucky.
Oh,
The one state
I'm so glad you brought up Kentucky.
they got the boating issue.
The voting issue. That's funny.
That it couldn't even float if it could.
What are you talking about exactly?
The
You're talking about-
Ark. What's
yeah,
his
what do you guys
fa-
think of the Ark Museum? Like, what's your take on it?
The Ark Museum.
Yeah.
Enlighten me,
Kentucky.
sorry.
It's
You don't know?
No, I do not know.
Okay.
What is his
Oh,
name?
that's
What is his name?
interesting.
Ken Ham
Ken Ham.
had, like, how much money did they spend on this thing? They got grants
They got
from the state.
money
they
from
got
the state.
they
So
got
much
tax
money. Cuts and breaks.
Okay,
and-
Yes.
to build
Public
a
money.
Yeah, which
life-sized
they should have- he sold it.
replica of the Ark.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry. He
the
sold it
biblical
to
Ark.
his son for $10 so they could get out of that tax breaks that they got out of. Oh my God, I have to look this up.
Like the biblical Ark?
Yeah.
Like the Ark that's. Oh.
Yeah, they,
Yeah.
they
Oh, that's
built
just
the
bad.
actual.
But it's made of
Measurements.
concrete because, you know, dimensions in architecture, real life architecture, and
because you can't do that in real life.
right, and they had to have a crew of like 100 construction workers to do what one over 200-year-old man and his 3 sons were
Right.
supposed to do.
But when you walk in, they have kids playing with dinosaurs,
Yeah, they have
And then-
dinosaurs on the Ark, you guys, in cages.
and we're not gonna
Because,
go.
you know-
We're not gonna go too
Wait,
much
what?
into this subject because
Where's the
I don't
unicorn?
know where everybody stands. Although, but
Hold
let
on,
me
wait,
say,
what's up,
let me
Wait,
say-
a
Wait.
unicorn?
there was. I don't know. But let me say that
might.
there was a guy.
Because they say that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They say
Yeah.
the unicorn is
Which
in
was
the
just a
Bible.
rhino. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
So
alright.
so this guy was describing how he walked in, and I wanted to go, but this guy's describing it, and he goes, it was just funny. It was just funny, and then he goes, but it turned to sadness because he saw these kids and parents explaining to him like, oh yeah, of course this is exactly how it happens. The way that I feel when I go to the zoo and I see parents explaining to them how this bird looks the way that it does, and they go, well, God just made it that way. No, No. whether or not you believe in God or not, I don't even care. That's a fucking dinosaur. That fucking thing evolved to look this way. You're gonna say no. It just got created.
Right.
You don't. It has
You're
a fucking
missing a great
Latin
story
name. Do
there,
you really
right?
think
Yeah.
it's called Raven?
Chameleon doesn't actually have camouflage. That's magical god power.
Right, right.
It's not an adaptation to its environment at all or stress
Oh
levels.
wow.
But it really is.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know,
Right.
Yeah.
it's magic god fairy dust that does that.
Right.
Right. And then the problem that
Bless
I'm
it.
not
Or
going to go
LSD.
down the road.
Since you brought up Kentucky, the Kentucky
So
governor.
there's like hotels and stuff in there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is
What do you have up there?
the Ark Encounter. This is that place in Kentucky. I want to see how
It's
much
got
it
a
just
rainbow
costs to
on
get
there.
in.
Are they gay friendly?
Let's do one.
Okay, so we're gonna
one
do
adult
two
tickets.
adults. Why don't you do our
Oh,
family?
there you go. Let's do a
Do
family.
2 adults and 2 kids,
There we go.
and maybe one
Oh,
senior
seniors.
because you're bringing your parent.
Now I'm gonna do 2 children.
Okay,
$136.
So he's got 2 adults and 2 kids for
$136
$136 to listen to nonsense.
Hold on. Hey,
Dude, I
now,
go to a city council meeting and listen to nonsense for free.
Oh man.
this is
And at
one
least
day.
that pertains to real life.
Right?
There's
one-day ticket
some
to
of
the
it.
Ark Encounter includes re-entry. Where the fuck are you leaving?
Re-entry.
Parking pass not included.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow,
I have
so
to
you got-
pay for parking? Fuck
So
you
we're-
guys.
Listen to this. There's a disclaimer at the bottom.
Is it owned by Disney?
Oh no.
Oh, they're gonna buy that. They should buy that. They
Oh,
should
wow.
make a movie.
I want to talk
Yes.
about Ken Ham in a second because he's the guy.
No,
in
I gotta
charge
tell
of
you
all
about the Kentucky governor.
this. Well, I mean, because
Oh no, wait, yeah.
Now there's a disclaimer down
I
here
don't
that
wanna
ticket
forget.
prices do not include Kentucky sales tax or Williamstown safety assessment fee. Now, what the
Safety
fuck is a
assessment
safety
fee?
You do the security.
Anyway,
Security.
So-
That's their
okay.
safety assessment. The security for the
because
event.
you know how everybody's going to break out the
Oh.
fights.
Yeah.
safety assessment.
Right.
Oh.
They're gonna say because they're gonna do nothing.
So Ken Ham,
They need to make sure they ain't got
has-
no bombs. And
Right.
he's done this creation
Nobody's
magazine,
gonna waste their time to blow that shit up.
and I watch a lot of debates about
That's just tearing the
scientists
country
and,
apart, not
and
bringing
other
it together.
things.
They'll leave it
But the Ken Ham, what am I saying?
Ken Ham.
Yeah.
Ken Ham.
Oh, so they created their own magazine. It's called the Creation. I get it. It comes to my door.
Is it creation science?
Yeah,
Or
it's like a
is it-
creation science.
Yes,
They
it's
they made their own.
science
They
on
made
it.
their own scientific journals. This is what they've done. So when you go, well, I don't see any of this in a scientific journal. If this is, how stuff is, how
Because that has to
come
be peer reviewed.
Right.
My
peer
inner
reviewed.
science just
Right.
screamed.
Right.
My inner science
Right.
is just going,
Right. So, but I'm
So
gonna
they're
back
making
my
their own
chin.
journal, right? And they were
Right.
bouncing it off of them. Yeah.
in this journal, a guy wrote, and he, at the bottom of every journal, you have to, or every paper that you write, you have to document all of your sources.
You cite
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes. He cited the magazine that he was writing at that time. He goes, in Acts and Facts. Acts and Facts is the name of the magazine. Oh my God. He quoted himself on that page
Himself.
of that article.
we gotta start doing this,
As
guys.
the
That's brilliant.
Of
yeah,
course,
he
I-
subscribes to it.
Now
It's
that
free.
you mention
It's
it,
Dr. Walter
I
Caldwell.
think that's what the oncologists are doing and the medical professionals is they're legit just like using their own studies, creating more medicines, and then like running through the study and being like, oh well, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna fix that just a little bit,
Right.
kill a little bit less people, maybe, maybe not, and then I think that's what's taking place.
Well, when you take science out of science books in schools, this is what happens. And
Yeah.
and not just science. I mean, I'm not going to go
Look,
too
I'd
much
rather-
into detail,
I'd
but we
rather
were
than
sexually
think Harry
deprived.
Potter
No
is
one.
real.
What's that?
I
I'd
know,
rather
right?
them think Harry Potter is real.
I know, right?
It's fun.
At least then we got more evidence.
Yeah. They'll find the way.
As I
They'll pull
said
the
in my
magic
last
in.
article, which is how we know it's true.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Oh my. How do you?
How do you even
Ghost.
do that? That just doesn't.
And it's the same people. It's not them, but it's the same frame mindset as the people who are UFO watching and Bigfoot watching. Not like legit, but like the dude with the crazy hair on UFOs.
Wait, now, why are you lumping
is his
UFO
name?
watchers in with this? Because I've been known to tilt my head at the sky a time or two.
I'm talking
and
about
I did
someone
it
really
without
specifically.
a metal hat on and all that stuff.
I'm gonna type in UFO
I'm
crazy
just
dude.
looking.
They
never
could
know
possibly
what you can
see up
see.
there. Okay.
Because I think Colorado
Mary,
Springs
look.
is a hotbed, right?
UFO crazy dude.
He's supposed to be
yes.
a
Who is
doctor,
he?
right?
He
He's
actually
a
is.
DHSPT.
He's
3.
supposed to be a
is
really
it?
brilliant man.
I don't know.
He says some really crazy things that are not okay on that show.
Oh, I know, yes.
Carlos,
He's a
Yes.
moron.
the UFO guy.
He
I'm
is
sorry.
He's the
totally making
UFO
so
guy?
much money off of this. He's gonna say
oh,
he
yeah.
is smart enough to say whatever he needs to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you know, Jesus, that was aliens.
Of course it was.
Dinosaurs.
yeah.
Do
it
we
gets-
really think that those were naturally put here?
Right.
Aliens, totally.
It gets crazy.
Right. Yeah, it's always.
You're like, guy.
My athlete's foot. Aliens.
Now, what were you saying about the governor of good old Kentucky?
The governor is Matt Bevin, and he's claiming that his state will never legalize cannabis because of the amount of overdoses caused by cannabis every
Uh-oh.
year.
Oh, I
How
know.
many is that?
It's so horrible.
Yeah.
There-
How many is that?
Zeros. Well, there was that one. There's one
He
that they're
hasn't-
trying to claim that happened recently.
An
Did y'all hear-
overdose?
Yeah. Hold on, let me
I
see.
don't know, but his reasoning, his evidence is he claims Colorado has experienced similar horrific results.
Wait.
Of an
Of-
overdose?
Yeah, tons of
How-
people overdosing.
That usually just leads to a couple pizzas and a nap.
Right.
I'm wondering
Like
what
per person. Like
overdose
some companies getting a lot of money off of us eating a lot
Here,
of
here you go.
Yeah.
26
But-
minutes ago. 26 minutes ago, guys. Not.
Oh
it's
my
Colorado
gosh.
doctors claim first marijuana overdose.
Bullshit.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Oh my
Let's hear it.
goodness.
Okay.
Because I think Mike Wise would have something to say about that.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Here we go. This just released at 5:33 today. Two
funny.
poison-controlled doctors claim to have documented the first known case of death by marijuana overdose. Speaking a medical debate over what killed an 11-month-old baby in Colorado 2 years ago. The case report was published in the journal Clinical Practice and Cases in Emergency Medicine and is co-authored by a pair of doctors at the Rocky Mountain Poison Drug and Drug Center, which is whatever, Denver. The only thing, okay.
Wow.
The only thing we found was marijuana. High concentrations of marijuana in the blood. And that's the only thing we found.
What happened to the baby, though?
That's what I'm wondering is what
Hoyt
was this?
said the kid never got better. And okay, give me one
Better
second.
from what? Like, they didn't describe
The
the
kid,
symptoms.
the kid never got better, and just one thing led to another, and the kid ended up with a heart stopped.
What?
This is him quoting him.
Come on,
And
dude.
the kid stopped breathing and died.
Dude, he explained zero.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That sounds like nothing.
That
Nonsense.
doesn't sound like a
That-
medical professional.
You know what that
at
sounds
all.
like?
That
That
sounds like a
sounds like
genetic
somebody from
condition,
higher
actually.
up wanted a case.
Hold on.
Yes.
They want an example.
Down.
And it had to be a baby,
paragraphs.
of course.
Of course.
It is widely accepted as a fact that marijuana overdoses are not fatal. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration fact sheet says that there are no deaths from marijuana have been reported. Now, here's the thing, though.
They need to
Now,
examine
all,
that baby better.
here's the issue that I want to bring up because I talk about this from time to time. You've heard this a lot. There's a constant struggle with cannabis activists, and let me tell you what I mean. Is you constantly are battling the state, the government, the federal government. On top of that, you have the alcohol industry, which is trying to come in. You have cigarette industries that are trying to come in, and you have pharmaceutical people who are coming in.
Being attacked
And
on
there's
all
so much money.
sides. Yeah.
There's way more money than the cannabis people actually have here, which that sounds just ridiculous in itself. But they're putting all these ads out and stuff, and they're all trying to. All they need is one foot in the door to delegitimize
That's exactly
the medical aspect of it,
'Cause
or
I'm sorry,
to
did you
only
see-
make it recreational.
Did you see that one state, I think it was, I don't know if it was Idaho, Ohio, somewhere, Iowa, something like that, that one of the
IRO.
pharmacy companies there lobbied really hard to not have medical cannabis go through for that state, and then they got approved, they pushed for an approval of their synthetic
It was
marijuana.
the same company that makes fentanyl. It was Insys Labs.
Okay.
My mom took
Yeah,
fentanyl.
look at that. And I bet that
She just
has,
passed 2 months ago.
I bet that
Oh,
has
I'm so
tons of
sorry.
side effects, just like every
Oh, no, so I'm
other
just saying that-
synthetic
Yeah.
cannabis.
That's
There's
so
no
those things.
reason except for greed. They don't care.
Well, that's at the heart of everything that's going on right now here in the state and,
Oh yeah.
and even nationally. I mean, it's crazy, but
It's so overt though. Like they don't even
So
care to
much.
hide it anymore, to the point where obviously we don't do anything about it.
yeah.
So they're just gonna tell us the truth now. They don't give a shit.
no, yeah, that's
Because we're
exactly
not
what's
doing
going
about
on.
it. It's fine. Whatever,
Yeah.
guys. Go ahead and continue to make money, and we'll slave for your corporations and do whatever.
Did you
Yeah.
watch?
It's as a matter of fact, and I'm a total nerd. I watch country. Bobby Bones was talking about The Matrix, and about how like even if you didn't like it before, it's more relevant now.
Yeah.
And we've all already chosen to take that one pill where we're sheep.
Now,
You know,
how do
to
you?
one way or another,
Right.
we've all kind of chosen to take that pill and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
keep
even
going.
the
we know they're
TSA
watching
is
us
not
and they're
real.
paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
we're
Well,
still here. Although most of us, at least in this room, are probably trying to get off grid as soon as possible. So
Yeah.
They're
we're the
making
smart
that
ones.
illegal.
We're trying
Did
to
you
take
hear
the
that?
other pill.
Did you hear that they're making that illegal?
Oh my
they've
gosh,
been,
getting off
they've
of the
been
grid?
restricting those
Oh,
rights for
that's
years.
been going on.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I just heard about it recently because it just came across the
So
news.
we have property up in Park County, and we wanted to go off grid, and we're finding it to be almost impossible. The
That's
only
so
place
funny.
in the country left without the ridiculous building codes. Now I'm all cool if it's about safety. All cool.
Is
Yeah,
it
that
that
makes
one
But
place?
I don't need outlets every 5 feet, or I don't need a house that is bigger than 700 feet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Uh-huh.
can't build my dream house because it's too small. And then, yeah, you have to pay to put certain composting toilets in, and certain, you have to pay to get permits for your solar. You can't store your camper on your land. So all these people, they
What?
would
You
rather.
can't store your camper.
So
That's the purpose. That's why people get land, is to be able to like
Store
live
their
and
all
store
oh, but they would
things.
rather them be homeless.
Right.
They would rather them be homeless.
You
than
can't even
live
own
on
your
their
own land
land.
anymore, and
right?
like do what
It's
you
not
want
your
on
land.
it. I mean, short
Yeah.
of raping and killing people. I mean, obviously we don't want that
Okay,
happening.
that's I get
That's
that
what I'm
part.
Of
saying.
course, that's
Right.
going to happen.
That's the only reason HOAs should be in effect. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
there's no raping or killing on this block.
Man.
Yeah,
be like-
exactly.
Yeah.
But
That's why we go to
that's
Jamaica.
Yeah, that's
Thinking
why we're
that
trying to go to
people-
Jamaica and check
Screw
it out
this.
because
Right.
this is getting a little bit ridiculous.
Alaska, is that the only place that you were talking about?
Alaska and Idaho, and Alaska's actually changing, but Idaho, you can still go live in your RV. They don't have building codes. You don't have to pull the permits for septic. You can do all of that yourself
Have
up
some
there.
good
Listen.
potatoes in that.
I
But
bet they're
Idaho
like
is-
really wanting people to come out.
They are.
Legalize
they really-
marijuana.
That's
Cannabis.
what I was just about to say.
I think they're a little too uptight.
Wyoming
for that.
Yeah,
really
they are.
needs to
Yeah.
legalize cannabis. There is nothing in Wyoming.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Montana too. They need
Yeah.
to jump on that.
I don't even
North
know about
Dakota.
Any of the
Montana.
Dakotas, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that
Because
state?
North Dakota and South Dakota, there's nothing in. No.
We went to one
Yeah.
state that just reeked the entire time we were there.
Oh God, what was that?
We were,
Where
we were
was that?
Mall
it was
of
part
America.
of Minnesota.
Minnesota.
It was like the lower half of Minnesota that we were driving.
We
through.
were
It just
near-
smelled like there was a cow facility.
It was a
some kind of
fertilizer.
slaughter.
It was a
Because there
fertilizer
was.
plant. Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a fertilizer plant, but it made for miles.
Like the kind where you don't want to
Never.
open your mouth. It was like that.
Yeah, yeah, we drove through Minnesota on the way to New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit 7 states this last summer, so I've only got 8 more states of the country to see.
Oh,
Alright, yeah.
And I can tell you, in most of the states, there's nothing.
There's nothing
Yeah,
in any
right?
state.
nothing.
Yeah.
They need pot.
Every
Yeah.
state needs.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
If you're looking to increase your retail values,
Vegas should have done this years ago.
Bring
Vegas,
back
Orlando, these-
blue collar jobs. I mean,
Yeah.
they've all been shipped overseas. We have a brand new industry that includes farming, manufacturing,
No, they want you in a
retail,
cubicle.
marketing.
You got
yeah.
how
They
much-
want you in a cubicle,
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about how many jobs you
no
could have
entrepreneurship
Just-
here anymore.
No.
No.
and
No.
learning.
No.
Right?
You actually get to learn something.
I
Yeah.
know.
Because you can't just go out there and plant
Well,
a
they'll let
seed.
you learn. They'll just make you pay a lot of money for it. They'll teach it to you. You just got to pay a lot.
A
of
lot.
money.
That's another thing.
You just got to pay a lot.
That's another
Yeah.
It's like, here, you want to be a doctor? Okay, we'll
Right.
give you the 12 years. That's going to cost like, I don't know, 500, 600,000.
Never
Half
mind
your
that
soul.
if you brought the price
Right.
down to something
Not
reasonable,
to-
do you know how much better this country and the entire world would be and could be?
Yes.
But hey, fuck that.
Capitalism.
And the funny
That
thing
is what
is,
America's known
Oh,
for.
honey, just go
capitalists.
read your Bible. It's all good. Bless your heart.
Because it's in the will. So just shut up and do it.
yeah.
That's something I've never understood either. Well, we're just gonna let like global warming. Well, it's just it's not
It's
our
fine.
will. The fuck it
It's
is.
not
It's all
real.
fucking,
It's
no,
fine.
it's not
That's
our
not fair.
will.
Yeah, that's not real, but the Earth is flat.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh
That-
no, we
that
had that show.
frustrates
We
me
had a
to, like,
flat
no
Earth show.
end.
That irritates me so much.
Because like when somebody just chooses stupidity, like I just don't understand that position. You know.
This is why
What-
this is why it's
having its
upsetting,
points.
because me and you can have a conversation, and me and you could have a debate about something,
Right.
and then you could be like, well, that's why the Earth is flat, and then I'm just gonna go, what? You took a conversation or a debate, and you mentioned something so wild and outrageous that for me to set the record straight is gonna take 20 minutes or so. And just doing that alone is, you've already, you know what it is. It's the same thing. I'm going to talk about Trump for a second. It's diversion tactics. I'm just telling you, diversion tactics, and it's every presidency has done it.
Right.
You know, if you say that you're going to release JFK's transcript or some information about it, and then not release it, and then have still some irky stuff, it's so weird. Everything's just weird that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't even know how.
Who was it? John Oliver. Did you guys see the John Oliver thing? How they just passed blame from? Well, that's you guys were. What'd they say about Roy Moore? The guy in the guy running for Senate or whatever, who's another sexual misconduct act where he was doing inappropriate girls and stuff.
That's the hot thing now.
It is.
It is.
But
It is
you
the
know,
hot button topic.
you ask a Republican about him in the news story, they go, "Well, Bill Clinton was doing blah 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 blah." That's not what we're talking about. You're just changing the subject. And then, John Oliver did a story about it, and it's really funny. I'm not going to do it any justice, but go on YouTube and find it. But he goes that you could be talking about socks and Crocs, but if the socks and Crocs was kicking Hitler in the nuts, then you wouldn't really have that too much to say about it. You wouldn't care, you know?
Right.
It was just, I can't do it justice like he did. But go back, look at the John Oliver clip on YouTube. I'm not trying to steal his bit or nothing, but it was really funny.
But speaking of sexual misconduct and stuff, did you guys hear about the Terry Crews one?
No.
Terry Crews? Come on.
No.
Terry doesn't like that. Come on.
No, Terry's in about that.
No.
Yeah.
Terry's too nice.
Terry ain't about that.
Terry with an eye.
I'm gonna tell you what Terry's about. All right.
Here, I'll show you.
You need. Okay.
I don't even know who that
Here, I can
is.
show you.
Look, part of his face is cut off. That's because it's a picture.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should just
He's
know.
on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's one of the cops on there.
There he is.
He always pops his pecs.
He's
and
the
he's on
Old
the Old
Spice
Spice
guy.
commercials.
He's the Old Spice guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Old Spice commercial.
That's
Got
Terry
it.
There
Crews.
he is.
Oh.
So.
That's what I look like when I take my shirt off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
A
you know.
glistening black man.
I am a glistening black man. Look at the
Okay.
veins in his arms.
Oh,
Am I the
shit,
only one
lost
looking at
him,
the dude's
man.
picture? Because that would be really weird.
You
right?
You are.
If I'm all like, ugh, y'all can't even see it.
Alright, so let's see. Back in February 2016, I was assaulted. So Terry Crews was actually the one assaulted. He didn't do the assaulting, so
No.
see, that's
Nice. Wow.
Right?
But no, it wasn't him. Yes.
so I was
What'd she do?
assaulted
Smack his butt?
by Adam Vinnett.
Man,
Oh.
he named names.
Oh yeah, he does not give a shit. He said, "I'm not going to be ashamed or be shamed. This is what's happening. I'm pressing charges." So this just happened just last year, you guys, February 2016.
What was his name?
He was assaulted by Adam Viennett, who is head of the motion picture department at William Morris Endeavor. So Crews, who's 49, said on Good Morning America, he's connected to probably everyone I know in the business. I don't know this man. I've never had a conversation with him, ever. Viennett has represented stars such as Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, Sylvester Stallone, Diane Keaton, Liam Hemsworth, and Steve Martin.
Wow.
So Crews was with his wife at the party last year, he claims. Viennett began making moves with his tongue at him.
What?
And this
Crazy.
and this is Terry Crews' quote. "I'm looking like, is this a joke? It was actually so bizarre," Crews said. "He comes over to me, I stick my hand out, and he literally takes his hand and puts it and squeezes my genitals.
What?
I jump back like, hey. And, let me see. Let's see. Okay, I say, dude, wait, and he's, oh shit, hang on, I lost my place. Hey, Crews continued, and as and he's still licking his tongue out and all this stuff as he's got his crotch. And I go, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then he comes back again. He just won't stop. Cruz claims he then pushed Venus away from him, causing Venus to bump into other partygoers. In quotes, I've never felt more emasculated, more objectified. I was horrified, Cruz said.
Is this a joke?
Like,
Nope.
This is not a joke.
It's so bizarre. I wake up every morning wondering, did this really happen? Venus did not respond to requests for comment. And let's see, William Morris Endeavor told ABC News that Adam Venus was suspended following the internal investigation on the matter.
Damn.
Okay. Here's
Following the internal
That means they must have
investigation.
caught some kind of information as after the investigation they found out that you really shouldn't be here, broski.
Yep.
Okay,
Something.
I understand, but the part that sticks out in my head is whenever Terry Crews says that he's never felt that way before, and all I can think about is Cat Williams having his crotch in the Friday after next.
Which one? What happened? What do you mean?
Hold on.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he had a cup on. Hold on.
I'm
so
sure
long
he had a
ago.
cup
Yeah.
I'm pretty
In the
sure
bathroom?
he had
Was
a
it the
cup
bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom
Yeah.
scene, and
Yeah.
he was like, I am a boy.
Right. Now, if Terry Crews feels that way, and he can clearly defend himself against this guy,
I agree.
how do you think women feel when this shit happens?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
not cool.
Especially in public.
So he
Yeah.
said people need to be held
That's so
accountable.
crazy.
Yeah. He said, this is the deal about Hollywood. It's an abuse of power. This guy, again, he's one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. And he looked at me at the end as if, who's going to believe you? So.
You know,
That's
I had a
not
dream
much to
last night. I'm not lying. I had a dream last night that I inappropriately touched a woman. I touched her leg. I know this is crazy. I touched her leg and she wigged out. And I go, I'm sorry. This was a dream. None of this happened. I go, I'm sorry, because I don't touch people anyway, so all this is just already crazy. I go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. And then she got up, she walked out, and then about 2 minutes later, 2 cops came, and I was getting arrested, and I woke up, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad that that's not real. But,
Who was this woman?
oh, I don't know. But what are you talking about?
That's the important question.
You know what's
And why did you
weird?
touch her?
I'm never trying to
That's awesome.
delegitimize any sexual misconduct that anyone has ever done. It's really hard for a guy sometimes. I'm just going to say this because
To what?
Not-
Not assault women?
no. I'm not talking about being
Okay,
married,
'cause
like
that's
me
what it
being a
seems
married
like.
dude. I'm talking
Okay.
about I haven't dated. God, 16 years next month is how long we've been married.
Aw,
Right.
that's awesome.
So-
Yay.
Thank you.
That's so awesome.
But so I haven't dated in a while. But it's hard to touch somebody who you don't know has feelings, as because I think we bumped on the bus, right? And then I put my arm
Yeah.
around you. Now
took
if you
that
did,
chance.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Now if you didn't like me,
right.
that would have been assault.
I would have been like, assault!
Yes.
So
Very
you have to
definitely.
make sure. So every touch from a dude's gonna be unwanted until you want it. Yeah, I still touch you, and you're like,
Listen, I hope you're not gonna. Listen, fellas, don't have this talk with your son. Every touch by you that a woman receives is
First
gonna be
off-
unwanted. So
First
just
off,
do
I don't
it
sound like
anyway.
that.
I didn't say you did. I'm just
Words
saying.
accurate though.
I don't know that southern
Words
drawl.
accurate. I heard those words.
No, he just said that.
What did I say?
And I was like, don't have that talk with your son.
Oh,
Don't.
What did I say?
every touch is gonna be unwanted by a woman.
And you didn't even finish. Of course, if you don't finish the quote, then it's gonna sound.
Don't finish the quote. Well, what's the rest of it?
What was the quote?
That was it.
No, it wasn't. Hold on.
feel like that's
Until it's wanted. Every touch is
sounds
going to
like-
be unwanted
it sounds
until
like-
it's wanted.
Oh, she wanted it.
No.
That's what it sounds like. That's what the end of that conversation is going to be.
So another
she
way
wanted
to
it.
phrase that
No
would-
meant yes.
Yeah.
No.
But another way to phrase that is if a woman likes you, it's okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Like
it's
if she's
okay.
into you, it's okay.
But if she
wants
does not
that-
like you,
if she does not like you,
yeah, how dare you?
Touch her till you make her like you.
Touch
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the way to go right there. That is how you get them right there.
If they struggle, they're good.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
just
If you
don't
catch
go
them, you
petting
win.
I hope there's no children listening.
I would hope not. I don't know. There could be a little giggle.
Probably laughing his ass off right now.
Did we smoke? Oh, we got another joint. Awesome.
So I've got a quiz here, which
Uh-oh.
it's supposed to tell you what birth order you're in. Like, don't tell us or whatever.
Birth order.
Yeah.
If you're the first, middle, or youngest.
It guessed mine accurately. It said I was an only child. It said you're an only child.
But you're not.
But my brother came into the picture when I was 14 or 15, turning 16.
So you were for a long time.
Right.
So basically, you grew up as an only child.
And then when I turned 18, I totally left the house. Like, that was it. That summer, like that August after I graduated, I was gone.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Yeah. So I was only with him for like 3 years. Yeah.
Was it our generation that moved out at like 17?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Like on my 18th birthday, my 18th birthday, Mom had already packed up my room in the back, in like the trunk of her vehicle. It's like, where am I taking you? And I was like,
Oh my God.
over here. She dropped me off, pulled all my stuff out of my house, and rolled out. And I was
What?
like, no happy birthday, no nothing. She just rolled out. And I was like,
Oh my God.
wow. Like, wow, Mom. That's what my mother
What are
did
you
to me.
thinking?
This is a story
As a
on-
kid, like, what are you thinking in your? Because you're still a kid.
Because she
at that
had
age.
enrolled me in school, too, so I had to enroll myself into...
What?
I was freaking out.
You
I
had
was
to do
like,
paperwork at 18? No.
Hey, have you seen?
I know, right?
Have you seen Orange Is the New Black?
yes, I have.
You should give them your story.
No.
Just
no, no, man.
We were
They
gonna
would-
say
they
like,
would feel
oh,
they
no
was
one
my
would
story.
do that.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Oh, man.
Oh wow,
They
that's
make-
terrible.
So, okay,
Yeah.
so, let's see. Who wants to go first here? We'll go.
I'll go first.
Okay, so it says, okay, so you're at a party, fun. What are you most likely doing? Are you huddling in a circle with your closest friends? Are you roaming around, chatting, meeting new people? Or are you dancing on the table, making out, or both at the same time? Or are you holding my friend's hair back while they puke? So it's huddling in a circle
How
with your
old
closest
am I?
friends. I think it's now.
Now?
Mm-hmm. So
I don't party.
tap one of those.
I'm too old for this shit.
Oh my gosh, right now? Okay.
Party.
Alright, so what am I doing?
Just the best fit. Like someone who didn't match me at all.
Probably dancing on the table.
Really?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so-
why not?
You just ran out of toilet paper while going to the bathroom. What do? Scream out asking if anyone is there to help you? Or make do with the remaining scraps and then drip dry? Or use the extra roll you always keep next to the toilet as backup? Or waddle over to the cabinet to get a fresh roll, you always have more there?
This is if I run out of toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
Waddle over to the cabinet. That's, yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like peeking out the window. You know, out the door, like, oh, anybody there?
Setting
Okay.
out the SOS and Morse code on the pipes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, someone's trying to start a fight with you. What's your game plan? You totally shut down, confrontation is not your thing? Or do you calm them down and or try to reason with them, fighting is never the answer? Or do you fight back, they're clearly in the wrong if they're trying to argue with you? Or do you cry and cry, why is everyone always picking on you?
I gotta try to calm them down first to figure out what's going on. And then probably have to knock them out.
That's usually that comes second, but you always
At least you gotta give them a chance, you
Give 'em
know
a
what I'm
chance.
saying? Like,
Alright, so you have a wedding to go to this weekend. What do you wear? Probably just rent an outfit at the last minute. Or do you run over to a store and buy something nice? Why not? Or do you borrow something from a friend or sibling? All of your clothes are too casual. Or that nice outfit you keep in your closet for special occasions.
I'm gonna have to borrow my little sister's clothes.
I figured you'd say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Man, she is all about that fashion too.
Yes,
Oh yes, she be on it.
Alright, it says, oh yeah, now it's dinner time, what's cooking? Something delicious looking you found on Pinterest. Or cooking, please, seamless is enough effort for you. I guess that's an ordering service. Or whatever everyone else likes, or one of your standard go-to meals. You know what you like.
That totally depends. I'm a whatever everyone else likes kind of person now.
Alright, one of your parents' birthdays just snuck up on you out of nowhere. Now what? They mentioned something they wanted recently. That'll work. Or birthdays never sneak up on you. You've had a present stored away for weeks. Or you confer with your siblings or friends to figure out something nice and meaningful. Or someone else someone else got a gift we can go in on?
I usually have some stuff stored away, but
Okay.
Nice.
That's good.
don't judge.
That's good. No, it's
I'd
good.
be like,
I would ask around frantically.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I'd just be like, dude, I forgot your birthday. That happened to me this year.
But usually I have something. I mean, it snuck up on me, but like I said, I usually have something. I'll be like, oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So this is the last one. Finally, are you always right? It says, of course, or yeah, but no one ever listens to me, or I guess, but I don't feel like I have to prove that to anyone but myself, or being right doesn't matter as long as we get along.
That's a tough one too.
Yeah.
I am always right. No one ever listens to me. So
No one listens to us either.
Go with that one.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. What does it say? You
See,
are?
now I wish my kids were listening. No
Yeah.
one listens
No one.
to me.
And she's always right.
Always right.
Dead.
What happened?
Dead.
Does it?
I know, right? I'm waiting for it.
It can't
Is
tell. Aisha broke it.
What's that?
She broke it.
She did.
Yeah.
I mean, the iPhones after this whole fucking update has made them fucking bricks, man.
Yeah,
That's right.
Because Android sucks.
No, hashtag Team Android.
no.
We're talking about.
Uh,
I got a Pixel. Hold up, Google Pixel's on point.
Pixel.
Yes, a Google
Ooh.
Pixel.
I
Yes.
got Pixies. I got
No.
I got an iPhone
Yeah.
Pixies.
Yeah, and your iPhone is still having problems, right?
Mine's
gonna-
good. Hers
I'm gonna
is.
let you
What?
find the button to find the results there.
Oh no.
Because it didn't load. Just like when you hit the last one, like the last time when I took the thing, nor did a button that says view results, I think, at one point. It might be down there too. But I don't want to reload it because then I feel like that will lose all your answers and nothing.
Right?
Thanks, iPhone.
I
The
don't see a
world
place.
will
It used to-
never know.
It used to be so reliable before the last total
Team
iOS
Android.
change.
You know what?
Hashtag Team Android.
Hashtag
Hold on.
Team Android.
Yeah. Huh?
There was a question.
I know.
Now you're preparing for a road
Thank
trip.
you.
How do you usually get ready?
Thank you.
Do you roll out of bed that the day of and hope everyone else took care of it? This is part number another one. You gonna read this?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
like,
so
Roll out of bed, not that
preparing
one.
for a road trip, how do you usually get ready?
Yeah.
Do you roll out of bed the day of and hope everyone else took care of it? Or do you research routes and calculate gas money because you'll obviously be driving the whole way? Or you do everything yourself, you don't need anyone's help? Or buy snacks and make a playlist?
Buy snacks and make a playlist.
Alright. Oh, okay, so this says, based on your personality type and some psychology,
Mm-hmm.
that it thinks you're the youngest.
Aw, no.
No.
It says, people call you a baby.
I'm the shortest.
It says people call you a baby and they're not wrong, but babies are lovable, right? You
Oh,
like attention and are always down to have a good time, even when people tease you a little.
and that's funny.
So where are you in birth order?
Yeah.
I'm the oldest,
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
and I run shit. Trust me. And I passed it along. My little sister, so I have that same kind of thing where my sister was born. I have a brother that's 3 years apart from me, but my sister was born like my freshman year of high school. So I had like
Okay.
3 more years, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she didn't live with us. You know, she lived in a different state. So she now has a lot of my older sister that would probably translate to a single child traits.
Okay.
It's kind of funny because
Okay.
she is the boss.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She is a hoot.
Yeah.
She is.
So what order are you guys in? Birth order, Anne and Bridget.
Oh, I have a twin brother.
You have
Cool.
a twin brother.
I have a
know
twin
that? That's
brother,
cool.
yeah.
And you know when everybody says that, do you feel like everybody's looking at your face trying to figure
They
out?
do.
'Cause
Everyone
I was
does.
doing it.
I didn't
Everyone
think about that.
As soon as you did that, I was
Everyone
like,
knows.
I didn't think about that at all.
Trying to picture her as a dude. That's what
Yeah,
I have
but-
to.
Yeah, Every single person does that.
You have to.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. I have that app.
There
We're
you
doing
go.
it.
Oh man.
Hey, that app.
gonna
that one
You know
dude
what's
to
really
a
funny?
dude.
It's my twin doesn't look anything like me. He looks like my
Oh.
father, and I look like my mother.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like two different people.
Well, it's
Like,
fraternal.
Yeah.
It's
Go
not
ahead and
identical.
pop your face in that
Oh,
spot
really?
and take a picture.
Oh,
Do you
that's
know they
awesome.
did race at one point and they took it away
Yeah,
as
it
we were
was-
doing our show.
It was
Like,
the
we're
it was
talking
the
about
best
it.
thing ever. Like people got offended. It would change your race.
Yeah.
Like it'll make you Asian. Like I have a little
I don't
four square
know.
of me in different races.
This is a huge
It's
phone.
real
I can't.
cool.
Here. That's a huge phone.
I'm sorry, is the phone too big?
Yeah, the phone's too freaking big. My hand.
And it's super slick too.
Yes. Okay.
Can't hold on to it.
They should make the phone bigger. What is that the new iPhone
Like
over
that's
there?
the new iPhone right there.
Yeah,
She's
right.
got
This
an
is gonna
iPad,
be
the full
this
size.
is a piece of crap.
Oh, we
no.
have a mini. Yeah.
Oh, is it older or something?
It's
Yeah, it's an
processing
older
the
iPad.
photo.
Okay.
So
And then they want you to update the operating systems. It just makes it go slower.
it's
and
only in
slower.
Wi-Fi, so it's not connected to any kind of
Right.
anything. So, but I have no phone right now because I broke it before my surgery, and
Oh,
I can't
man.
stand dealing with the Sprint stores. So I've been
That's-
I can't.
So you
mentally handle
could
the Sprint
text
store
right
yet.
now since you're on Wi-Fi.
Well, I can't. It's just I have Facebook. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not even my iPad.
You're like, I stole this.
I
I'm
know.
a child downstairs.
Hi, dear. If you're wondering where your iPad is.
What is
It's so weird, man.
What is it? Did you do it?
Anne's
Yeah.
a dude now.
I don't look. I promise you, he doesn't even look like my twin. I promise you.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, what?
Let me see.
They have options, so I'll give you all the guys, and then we'll see if one of them comes out. It is so weird though. Like,
Oh man.
Why did they put glasses on her? Were you wearing glasses when you took the photo?
Do
No,
any of those
just
look
one
like
of them
him?
puts glasses.
They're like,
on.
oh, well, if you're gonna be a dude, then
No.
you have to wear glasses.
Just one of them does.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
None of them
That's
look like my twin
No,
brother.
let me. I didn't see.
Not at all. Like the
Weird that
closest
I'm gonna
one
pass
that
it to you,
might
Bridget.
even possibly come close is the bottom right.
I gotta say,
Maybe.
the guy on the right looks like a real legit dude. The two on the bottom, that looks rough.
Yeah.
So who's older, though?
That's rough.
I am by 2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. So technically, I'm the
The
middle
two on the
child.
bottom.
the two
And
on the
the
bottom.
bottom right looks like a transgender
That's,
man.
yeah. that-
Like
I was
it's
gonna-
definitely a
I
woman.
was
You
gonna
know what
say-
I mean? Like
Yeah,
that is-
yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, yeah.
And
Technically, I'm the
sad.
middle child.
Right?
But like,
Some good
I'm
beards
just-
there.
I'm like the only girl, like the only niece,
Ugh.
the only granddaughter, and my children, like per generation, my mom is my grandma, one girl, and then I had 2 girls. So
Man.
Oh, we're doing everyone now.
the
I
twin.
do.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna go down the line and do
If you
everybody.
guys
Come on the
haven't
mic
turned
and-
yourself into the opposite sex, download Face app
Oh, no.
and watch yourself cringe.
Or just come on the
Yeah,
like an
you're
April
gonna
show
turn
and
into like a
give it your
tranny
gender change.
and like
Oh yeah.
they made me a bald man with a lumpy head though. Like for real? Why do they gotta make my head lumpy? Like, did
No,
you
they're like-
notice that the head kind of slanted to the sides?
Did it?
Ish? Like,
Okay.
The male version of
That's
you had a rough
processing
life.
the-
yeah, like a really bad life. I
Like
don't
you
like
went to
think-
prison.
I survived.
Oh my
Right?
goodness.
You had to join a gang.
I am an ugly dude too. Like on here, it's not okay.
I'm kind of glad to be a woman right now.
It makes me
Yeah.
question like what I look like right now. 'Cause
Thank God he
how did you turn me into that?
I know.
I gotta say,
I can't be that bad.
Right?
And then you see it and you're like, oh
Like, I
man.
can't be that bad.
Oh.
You're unrecognizable.
right.
It's
Oh,
you're,
what is that?
you're a purple rain. Man, look, I didn't even see him. That's so weird. Hang on, I'm gonna change it to
You
just
look like
male.
a janitor in one of them,
Oh man, it's so weird.
like the janitor I've seen in real life.
Oh wow, that looks like my dad.
That's
Oh,
look like
man,
my
it
dad, too.
does.
That does
It
look
really
like your dad.
does.
That does kind of look like my dad.
It does. I see it.
That's-
That bottom
So
right
now you
though.
know who you look like.
I looked like my
That
dad
bottom
too
right.
when I
That.
turned
I don't
myself.
know.
I have no idea who that is.
That dude owes
I
me
think
money.
He lives in Brazil.
That dude owes you money.
He does.
That could be one of my uncles.
Nah, I don't see it.
Wow.
But that one on the top.
Wow.
Wow.
That
yeah.
one, yeah, that does look like your dad.
Would you ever like look at yourself as a
crazy.
dude and then like man be like, I look good, and you masturbate to it?
Oh, I got That's some next level weird
That
shit.
is some weird, like, narcissistic,
Think about it.
that's some
That's
narcissistic
He's
stuff.
like, I like
oh,
good.
look at me, narcissism thing. No.
Man.
Like,
I'm
pose
all-
for yourself, too.
Like,
I'm all strong on top of myself.
oh man.
Wait, this isn't wanted.
No, they do that at all.
See, you
His
even
dad had that talk with him.
see your own touching could be against yourself. You could be like, I don't want this. I'm so against
And being
this.
sexually harassed by myself.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I said no.
Someone should call the
Yes.
call the ACLU guys. We got a lawsuit.
That's a whole new level of psychology.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the transracial boy or something?
Oh, that's the
they're
guy
trying
that wants to
say?
be Asian. No, Filipino.
You can't. You don't
Yeah.
choose.
This Caucasian boy wants to be Filipino.
That's not okay. That's like the that's like when the white people that want to be Asian. Have you
That's
seen
what he
that?
said.
But
That's
man,
No.
but what's
I'm
wrong
sorry.
with
Isn't
that?
it?
Like,
And
they're
then he said the white
literally-
was
Well, they
Because
can
they don't
want to
have
be whatever they
Yeah.
want to be, but you can't
And then they're
just go
talking like
mutilating
it.
your body.
Right, like it's
Especially if
real
you're a
weird.
child.
And they don't really understand the
It's so
culture.
weird.
A lot of times they just want it because they find it to be physically or aesthetically pleasing.
Right, like
Yeah.
anime.
Not
and just
because
all
they
the
actually
stuff
know
going
anything
on,
about
yeah.
it.
Oh, we need to
Like,
be able
You
to.
know they have spray tans that are your color for white people?
I want one.
What?
That's
Yes.
awkward,
Funny.
man. That's
Yes,
awkward.
It is.
I want
That would
one.
be like having
Spray
a
tans
like a
for my
lighter
color.
spray tan for a
Like-
darker person. That
I
would
want
be
one.
weird.
Yeah, that's like somebody bleaching.
You want one?
It's
I
like,
want
yeah.
I'm gonna find
No,
them so you can
yeah.
see
Yeah,
them.
I think that would be
love who
funny.
you are.
And then it would start
Yeah.
peeling off or
Yeah.
something, where
It's
it'd be
good.
like lighter on some
No,
blotchy.
not at all. No, that's no.
People are
I'm gonna
free
find
to
them.
do
We're gonna
whatever
find
they
them.
I don't want to pay for that though.
That's like those people
Oh.
who make themselves
Straight-
look like cats.
This is something else.
Until you start doing it, you know,
To other people.
mutilating your.
What is
That's
that?
so funny.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Hey,
You're
that
a
almost
real-life
looks like your
person.
husband.
You're a real life person, man.
Almost.
What?
So
You're a
just
pastor. Bottom right.
Bottom
You're
right
a
of
pastor.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm a pastor,
Oh,
a
you guys, I forgot to show
councilman,
you the last one.
and a homeless person.
I think the one with the
This
goatee
looks
almost
kinda
looks like
my
your
old
husband.
boss. He
So
was a
weird,
restaurant
man.
manager.
That looks like the city council president.
Serious.
Squirming, yeah.
That's funny though.
That is funny. That's
Why?
like,
Why?
it's like,
Why did you do the beard and keep the hair?
man,
I know, right? It's creepy.
if only I had a mullet.
There you go.
Oh,
But like, what is that? I mean, there's like hair sticking up everywhere.
yes, that's the whole
What?
receding hairline thing. Yeah.
That makes me wonder who I look like in my family.
Right? See,
I
that's
think
what I was.
You're-
Yeah, because
one
we
of your-
both found that ours looked like somebody very closely
One of
related.
your weird
to us.
uncles.
I wonder. That's interesting. Did you see this, Anne?
Your
Right.
uncles.
Look at that.
You're gonna burn yourself on that.
Right?
No, that looks like who's that guy from the movie?
Oh,
You know what movie I'm talking of? There's a movie that
He looks like the actor.
yes.
Are you
Oh,
talking
what you-
about?
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
want you to burn
extremely
yourself.
hot.
Jeez, yeah.
You saw.
Who?
The bottom
Which
right,
one?
he looks like an actor from
Oh.
a movie, and I can't.
Serious face.
Uh,
Serious face all the time.
that was his face. It looked just like that. Serious.
Oh gosh.
For TV or movie?
Movie.
Acting.
Movies.
Make
It
me a
was
woman.
movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna do you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're definitely
Oh
next.
my
Who does this
gosh,
go
what
to?
is that?
Have a
What
joint
movie
review.
Yeah.
would he have been
Here you
in?
go.
I think. I forgot what I was
That's
gonna
pretty
say.
good.
Did you do you?
That's creepy.
Yeah, let me know.
Who is it?
I think we have a lot of women up here compared to dudes.
Yeah.
It's I'm always outnumbered by a lot.
No, most of the time I'm outnumbered. Think about all the guys that come representing. Also, I want to shout out.
Representing.
Well, I mean, representing guys
Oh.
that we're talking about.
Okay. Dudes.
Well, I want to shout out to our sponsors.
That's what I meant by spray tan.
Forgettables and Purging Empire.
She's your
You
color
guys
now.
check them out on Facebook.
Yep.
She's Aisha's color.
We're gonna smoke some Purging Empire tomorrow too.
That's crazy.
on
She
the
looks
hybrid.
stupid.
She's her color though.
Yeah, she looks stupid.
That's terrible.
But people are doing that.
Don't
Like
do
that's
that.
a new thing. Like people are going super dark, and I'm like,
I want to do it. I want to spray
Why?
tan April.
no,
I do. Before we go to Jamaica too.
Okay,
This
so
is
you
gonna
guys,
look really racist.
so
That's your dad.
I
That's
look
your dad.
exactly like my. That's what my dad looks like. I can't like tell you
That's exactly your dad.
Oh my
anymore
God.
what.
Hey, I'll show
like
you
that's
your
my dad.
I'll
Period.
show you her dad
Period.
All right.
right now. That is so your dad.
Like, what's the
Maybe,
change there?
Pow.
Right? They just gave me
Like,
a
this
goatee.
is-
Oh no, it's
Yes.
a black woman's body.
That's what it really looks like. That's what they're doing with the people.
Look,
Did you find my dad?
it's a younger one.
What? Okay, I've actually seen people lay out.
it
in the
looks more
sun
like
to try to
TJ.
do that.
They
That-
do
if you
get,
find my dad
like,
now,
they're
it's-
trying
I
to
don't know
get
if I have a picture of
really,
your dad now.
Yeah,
really dark, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
I do, but I need to be able to
You're
show this and show that.
destroying your skin.
Let me see if I can find one. I don't even know how this would even.
Okay, so here's mine, you guys. And the top right there for you guys looks exactly like my dad. And I'm going to try to find a picture of my dad here in a second.
Really wish I could label these photos.
Yeah, and then put them in some kind of order or
and
something.
be like,
What is
there!
that?
So this was just
Skin
from,
like
I'm going to
split.
find a picture from one of my parents.
Dark chocolate.
brother just
I'm
came
not
to visit.
tripping. Yeah, that's what they do.
Here we go, right here.
It's too much.
you
That's
got?
what they're trying to do. Darken their
Check
skin.
it
I'm
out.
like, why?
Can you see my dad?
Oh, there he is.
Right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
does look exactly like you. Yeah.
So that's
Look
my
at
mom
us.
there, my dad, and my brother.
no
I think my
way.
brother's in
It
Yeah.
totally
That is
looks
so
like you.
Isn't that crazy?
there.
Yeah, that's really
You
cool.
are
Alright.
your
Father's
daughter.
You are your father's
Father's
daughter. Make me into a woman.
Alright, here we go. I think he turned out to be a pretty
He
woman.
wants to
I am
be
a pretty
have dark skin and be turned into a woman.
I'm gonna do the picture and I'm gonna have people modeling agencies.
I never got to make you a black person, and I'm upset that they took that away, like the ability to change your race, because, oh man, it was crazy. Okay, so here, go ahead and get your face in there.
My face. I have a lot of hair.
I made mine, like I doubled down on the black on mine when I did it. I was like, I'm gonna make myself a black person, you know, just see what it would do.
It didn't do
It was the
anything.
most hideous shit I've ever seen.
Ah.
Like, I was like, why? Like, I was like, is this racist? I was like, I don't know now, man. And then they, took it off immediately. Like, the next day it was gone.
They saw your photo and they go, no.
They were thoroughly confused, I'm sure. Like,
we can't.
totally
We can't. Yeah.
because you
Hold
do,
on.
I'm sure
Now,
you
what-
get
did you
black
get it?
people on
Is
there
that
talking
it?
about, I want to show me black. And then
Did
it's
it
like,
load
oh,
up and
no,
all that?
Yeah.
nope,
Hold on.
nope.
Why does it look like that? Like, usually it'll just be a normal picture. Maybe just retake it for me.
Like that?
Here, take your picture and then
I
just
did.
hand it to me while it's loading. Because I don't know, it did something weird. It was like on like a really small photo.
I've broken your camera.
Oh,
Damn, I hope that's not
my
blurry.
gosh.
Okay, here we go. This should work.
It's
now.
loading.
So this thing
Oh, I
usually
wanna take
takes
it
your
in.
beard away pretty well. I mean,
As much as it can.
yeah, it's weird.
Kind of like ghostly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, she has a neck beard.
She has a neck.
I do try to
That's
shave.
terrible, right?
So, okay. So a little bit later too, I also want to talk about sleep positions and the rarest cannabis strains. So okay, let me get your collage going.
Rarest cannabis strain.
You look burnt in this first one, like melted. You look like a melted Latino woman.
Are you calling me hideous?
Oh my god, I don't understand why. No, you can't look. It doesn't have as many female options as it does male options. Honestly, kind of annoying.
Which I would feel like it should be the other way around.
See, I can't put makeup on you because they want me to watch a video for that, and I'm not having it. Oh God, you look like some weird Bollywood guy. I put Hollywood on there, okay? You look like just some strange Indian man.
Strange Indian man.
Oh man.
Like some strange foreigner where you're like, I don't know where you're from, but you're not from here.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross in all of them.
You're gonna see, he looks like kind of like a
Oh,
melted
wow.
Latina.
Oh my word.
Like, look at that one.
It's really trying to get rid of that beard. It's working
I know.
overtime.
It's working hard.
Yeah.
What took so long? If you guys at home are wondering what we're doing, you guys will have an opportunity to check the replay show out on We were about a month
Why is there
behind on the replay shows, so
That's what I
this is going to be number 22. So whenever number 22 comes out, it will be labeled CPRC, and because we choose to. And we're actually showing the camera at home right now.
You know,
What I look like.
from the camera, looking at the camera, looking through the camera at my phone.
that.
Right,
Oh my
some
God.
of these very, very vaguely resemble our daughter, Delaney. Like
Yeah.
her face is swirled.
This one.
Like for The Ring. You know, you 7 days. Like,
Yeah.
But it's clearly looks like it's our daughter.
It would be
Like, it
really
could
funny
be.
if she was listening and we walk into the house and she points and she's like, 7 days.
It's totally happening now.
That would be really funny.
That's
More
so
creepy.
She likes. Doesn't she like scary movies?
She
does,
loves
yes.
scary movies. We went to go see It.
Yes.
And I'm not going to give anything
Alright.
away for anyone that's listening and stuff. I really enjoyed it. It was a real honest. It felt like a flashback 1980s horror movie
Sweet.
again.
Alright.
Because because I think the original one was in the 50s, but the only thing I am going to give away about the movie is it's in the 80s. So, it's the whole movie.
Right.
No, but it really gives you that 80s vibe of being a horror movie vibe.
Yeah.
That's not Jason or Freddy. That actually had some actual writing. Because
Yeah.
man, when you just have a sword in your hand or they're not swords. What are they? Machetes.
Okay.
Hold on, I like Freddy Krueger. Don't get it twisted.
I like Freddy.
He was in, you know what I'm saying? Freddy was in
But
some
when-
nightmares and he was tearing your mind up. That's
He's my
How-
favorite.
how many
like,
movies?
Slasher, yeah.
How many, Mr. England? How many movies can you be Krueger in?
As many as they'll hire him
As many
for.
Right.
dreams as you're possibly able to have, and
Right.
he's able to interpret. Come on, it's Chris
He needs to make a comeback because
I'm telling
the
you.
the pedophile
Hashtag
thing that
Freddy
they've
Krueger.
got going on
Right.
right now is
It's a
not
bit much.
acceptable,
No.
and like Robert Englund has a certain look to his nose and his face, and it just makes the character. This
Yeah.
guy didn't have
Right.
a look.
No, he just looked weird.
You see your
I
bottom
should,
right one?
I should shave my head.
That looks sick.
That's prison Mike.
That's prison Mike.
See, you know how, like I said, the male version of you went to jail. Well, the male version of me went to jail.
It looks like the male Mexican version of you went to jail. Like
That's just
yeah, why does
racist.
it keep turning you
He's
Latino?
very tan.
That's so funny.
Oh, oops.
Does
I
it,
don't-
We did something.
does it keep making me
Yeah,
darker and darker?
It makes you very dark at the bottom.
Ooh, don't burn yourself.
Yeah,
That's
I
hot.
know. That's so funny.
She has burnt herself on these things so many times. Like
Yeah, I have to.
I'm not exaggerating. Since we've been sitting here, I have moved this so she wouldn't burn herself. We were at home.
What do you mean?
You knocked over a bong the other day, and the e-nail, and then
To be fair, that bong doesn't have a good base. It's
be
like
fair-
a little tiny bottle, and it's got this huge stem coming off of it, and so it's tipsy.
the bong's going in the fucking trash.
Well, you gotta then give me another one to replace it. I don't want one where it engulfs my mouth, and I have to like.
Well,
have this
those are the
wind
kinds that they
flying
have.
past my lips. I want it like this.
Don't do that. It's a bit gross. I can't be the only perverted one here. Come on.
You are.
I think you are. You're in a room full of women. What do you
Yeah, because
expect?
women are perverted.
Oh no, we're so perverted.
We just
Remember,
don't
ladies, he's
let
got
him
to stop
show.
himself from assaulting us at all times.
Right,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
My hands are constantly
Yes,
straying.
We're visually trying to stop any kind of attack at all times.
Would you want to? What else did you want to talk about?
We're
Oh,
watching you, Mike.
sleep positions, and health. So
Huh.
what
And
what
health.
positions do you guys sleep in generally? What do you find
I
yourself
sleep
most
on my
in?
side.
All right. How about you, Bridget?
I used to be a side sleeper, and then this neck thing happened, and so I'm having to lay on my back,
Oh,
which kind of sucks because then my neck hurts, and now I can't use a pillow.
right.
Just in the last week or two, I don't know. I've had some weird swelling, so I like to sleep on my side,
Right.
Okay.
but
yeah.
I usually sleep on my back.
Mm.
Okay.
I lay on my stomach in a figure four with my back leg sticking out, like
What?
So like in a fetal position?
no, like on my stomach in a figure four with like my leg pulled up and my left leg straight down, like on my
Why?
stomach.
Is there a reason?
It's so comfortable. Like,
Wow,
like
that's very
yoga.
specific.
The way you described it is very complicated. It doesn't sound comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
Sounds like you're cutting off blood to one leg,
like a
sending
yoga
extra blood to the
position.
other.
Yeah, I'm trying
It's
to
a yoga
It's
position.
not all that. It's not all that. Whoa.
When I, when
I
I,
saw
I
you
lay on my
lower
stomach.
position.
I lay on my stomach and I have like my hand under my, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have one leg straight, and then you
Yeah.
put this other one up, like a figure
Just
four.
balance
Oh,
it, kind of.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
and
really-
lay it over
and
the
you're just
back.
laying on your stomach. You're just
Okay.
like,
My arm would go
I was
up.
picturing it popped up for some reason. Like,
and then everyone think I'm saying some crazy ass shit. Like I'm really speaking plain ass English over here. And it turns into
And
something
What?
crazy.
warrior position. She does.
We do
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I do crouching warrior over there.
That's your natural
I'm doing.
position.
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Mike? What's your position like?
now,
what you like?
I got something weird about that too. Is I used to be fat, and I never slept on my back because that was bad. Because
Yeah.
fat might stop breathing back then. But ever since I lost all that weight, I haven't slept on my back since because I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'm scared my throat's gonna close up. I just am.
It's habit now. Too,
Yeah, and I know even anxiety will get me, and I wake up, and I don't know if it's like it actually happening or my anxiety is such great that falling feeling.
You're
Yeah.
even tense
But-
when you sleep.
Yes. But my feet have to be hanging off of the bed. I
That's
love
so
that.
weird.
I love that.
He does the thing to like where if ghosts and monsters were real, like
That's why
he would be the target.
Paranormal Activity.
They're fucking with him.
Paranormal Activity, the first movie when they yanked her down when they yanked her out
Yeah,
of that
because her
bed.
feet. Yeah.
That wigged the shit out of me. That was the best movie of the time
That
at the
was
time
really good.
when they did that because I love my feet hanging
You
off of the
realized
bed.
your vulnerability, huh?
Well, I mean, I got a bat and machete by the bed. I would hope that no one would
I mean, but if you're getting yanked down, you're gonna be able to reach the bat in time. Like,
Look, if you're in my house, you won. If you looked at my house and saw a car in the driveway, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody's asleep, and you are standing over my
And
body,
you're still like
you
fucking.
won. I mean, what am I gonna do? Unless I had a gun, I could just shoot you in the face. I'm not. You
See,
don't
I'm
win
the
in this
kind of
situation.
person like my grandpa. He sleeps with a gun under his pillow.
Yeah, he did.
And it's fucking loaded and ready. I will roll over and be like, blocka, blocka, blocka. Oops.
this is
Mike?
why
Was it?
I
Mike?
So that's why I
That's
don't
what we said.
need anything under the pillow. But
Right.
okay, so I like to fall asleep on my back. Just because like a few years ago, like my back got really tight. Like I thought something might be wrong with my spine, but it was just stress. It was like so much tension. So now I probably could sleep on my stomach like I used to love to sleep on my stomach. But now I just really like sleeping on my back. It's comfortable. My spine is straight. It gets to like relax and stretch out. Okay, so you said what side again? I'm sorry, Bridget?
Back.
Okay, cool. So like on your stomach, does anybody, you like on your stomach,
That
you
would
sleep
be-
on your stomach a lot.
Not as much
Mike?
as I used to because my neck I have to twist my neck all the way to the side and it hurts.
It's all
Oh, so you didn't tell me.
It's what?
It's all based on pain.
So you
Yeah.
didn't tell us which way
Yeah.
you like to sleep now.
Always on my side.
Okay, side. Or
Yeah.
maybe you did tell us.
And in a fetal position to where you wake up and you see how I'm sitting right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how everything happens in life. This is how I go to the grocery store.
That's
This
why,
is-
yeah.
This is why my back
Okay.
hurts constantly.
So here's the deal. On your stomach, it's said that there is nothing as bad as sleeping on your stomach.
Oh.
This position causes plenty of health problems and should be avoided if this is your preferred posture. Do not be surprised if you find out that something is wrong with your spine. During the night, you put too much pressure on the joints and muscles. As a result, you may feel numbness and pain. Sleeping on your stomach, you keep your neck in a rotated stance for too long. If this is done regularly, then you will have bad circulation and difficulties in breathing.
There you go. I won.
The only good thing about sleeping on your belly is that you are unlikely to snore at night and disturb your partner.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a thoughtful partner.
I'd like kill myself
All
slowly.
right.
Like I'm slowly like killing myself and cutting off circulation of limbs and whatnot. But here I'm not gonna snore for you.
So
Right?
do you prefer a left or right side?
I always start out on my left, but I end on my right. And I'll stay on my right mostly.
Okay, so right side. The right side posture may lead to heartburn. On the other hand, this position is similar to the left one. They are both good for people suffering from back or neck issues.
Oh, there you go.
And of course, this position causes sagging breasts and wrinkles. Gravity sucks.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get saggy breasts.
Right. If you get titties.
Well, hey, when I was fat, Mike, I would.
You had moves.
She would be really angry because I'd sit in a chair, and I would cross my
wouldn't be
legs.
angry.
Oh, well, let me tell you what happened. Was I would cross my legs and I would sit down and I would put the plate on my belly, and on one end, and then on my knee would be the other end because it was a big plate, and I would eat when we had guests over. She came over and she was like,
Or
Mike,
no guests over even.
you're right. Well, it's different when you're by yourself.
Is it?
It's just sad. But you came to me and you were like,
Yeah,
Mike,
I heard that.
you can't do that. We got people over. But I don't have that anymore. So, and I would get the creases underneath my titties.
Yep.
Oh,
They would be
yeah.
red.
Yeah.
Okay, so the left side position is sometimes called the log. Not only does it reduce acid reflux, it can also prevent neck and back pains. There's a disadvantage though. It is not the best posture for the breasts. The breasts are not supported, which leads to sagging.
What is this article?
Since the left side posture stimulates blood flow to the uterus, it's great for pregnant women. I remember that when I was pregnant.
Is it
That's
okay?
the side
this
I
is,
sleep on. Is my left side all the
is
time.
this a women's magazine here? Is this
No.
Breast Weekly?
Guys don't have boobs, so what do you want them to say about it? They
I don't
can't
know.
add
Does-
a problem
Like,
to you.
Well,
your
does the-
balls will sag more.
Yeah,
right,
so
like, I mean,
But the
guys get saggy
with
balls.
the
Thank you, there you
your
go.
back
I
too.
need to
Feel
know
better?
Balls will reduce the
I need-
process
yeah,
of
the
this, you know.
penis
Feel
starts
better?
leading towards
No.
I
Yeah.
need to know if there's no
It's
blood
like-
increased.
I think the tendons in your boobs.
Y'all are tripping me out.
Oh my god.
I think the tendons in your boobs are such that they're supposed to hold them against gravity.
Yeah.
So when you flex them sideways like that, there's nothing for
There's
that,
nothing
and then they're
there.
just stretching the skin out. Yeah.
I sleep face down with a massive erection.
Excellent. Excellent. All night, every night,
All
hours.
night, yes, I make sure
All night,
I
every
take
night,
I take some
hours.
pills before I go to bed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's how you sleep. Ready. All right. So if you
Just in case.
It's a stress thing.
right?
I would hate to take pills first off, but I would hate to take one because your mind has changed before and my mind has changed before. There ain't gonna be
Yeah.
no fucking minds changing at that point. I would have to say.
Can you sleep on a boner?
Yeah, well, it goes away. It doesn't stay
No, I mean,
erect.
like, can you just, like, on your stomach, you just, like,
you
pound
like, roll
it?
over.
It
like-
doesn't. It doesn't feel good. No, I mean it's.
Like, what do you do with it? Or would you, like, okay, I'm
You
going to
can
pop
tuck
it
it
up on my
under.
stomach, or I'm going to pop it down, or I'm going to pop it left, or pop it right?
I don't.
Because that is weird. We don't have to think about that.
First,
I
you,
don't worry
Right.
about that problem at all.
you get off of
Take
your
saggy
stomach
boobs.
I'll take
first,
saggy boobs.
but you. I don't pop it up because then you're smashing your balls down. But popping it down
Oh, I
is
didn't think
also
about the
smashing
balls.
your
Yeah, I
balls
don't even
down. So I mean, you're smashing your balls either way in that
When you
direction.
don't have an erection and you sleep on your stomach, what do you do with that business?
It's soft. I mean, it's
So
just.
is it just like
Does
mush
it-
in
so
there?
it just
Yeah.
melts against
Yeah.
you like Jello, like a gelatinous blob in a sack.
kind of.
That's fucking weird.
That
is so.
When I was in a health class.
Is it squished like a skin with balls?
Well, that's why you wake up and they're always sweaty because you've been smashed up against
You
something.
know the weirdest thing I've ever seen? I feel like penis and balls are just separate entities because they're so weird. Like I remember
I
when
can't
we
look
had our
over
son.
here at you guys when we're having a penis conversation. I have to look at my
So
wife.
funny.
So I can look at her. It's hard for me to look at you guys.
When we
So
had
tickled, it's okay.
I mean, I'm honest. That's
when we had our son and like I was changing his
Oh,
diaper
his
for
penis
the
is
first
weird.
few weeks or whatever,
Uh-huh.
you know, really getting in there because that poo.
It's
God,
everywhere.
it
Oh,
was
it goes
so-
everywhere.
it's so
Yeah.
bad.
like
Yeah.
worse than a girl.
Yeah.
And then we
It's
swish
balls
it
are like-
Oh
in
god,
there.
because it's like a brain just sitting there with all these folds and wrinkles.
Yes.
But okay, so wait, I
Yes.
finally wiped his balls totally clean. So I'm sitting there getting the stuff ready, and then I notice his balls are crawling.
Oh,
Like
Because it
real
would move.
slowly.
Temperature
they're moving
change.
all by themselves. He's not moving, and they're crawling like little aliens. And I go, Mike. I go, hey, come here. I go, what is this? Because I was like, that's weird. That's okay.
Nobody told me about this.
Yeah, that man.
Right. Why didn't the nurse tell you, girl?
Nurse don't tell you nothing. When you have a baby,
No,
they,
yeah.
they,
We
we were
don't
on
even
base.
tell you white
They really
front to
don't.
back for the girl.
Right.
Please give out that information
Yes.
for parents.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh
that's like the
my.
very least you could give for
Oh.
baby girls.
All
Yeah.
we had to do was be able to put the child into a car seat.
Yeah.
we had to go to the because we're military, so we had to put the baby in the car
Prove you
seat.
could feed them, right?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
Did
if you
you?
breastfeed,
Oh yeah.
you do,
okay.
and then they have to make sure the baby's eating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, they sent me
Yeah.
home.
Because I
They
breastfed
sent
our
me
son,
home. They
and
sent me
I
home.
didn't our daughter.
I couldn't. I was given like an ounce. I couldn't breastfeed.
Oh my
they sent me
gosh.
home, and then like my kid lost 1.5 pounds.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she totally first kid freaked out, had a heart attack.
Epic
Of course.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just couldn't breastfeed, but I got food. I eventually got food to baby, and baby was fine. Obviously, she's my big tall one. You know what I mean?
But still.
You neglected food for a while, and then she.
I didn't neglect. I tried. I was. Come on, man. That like takes away from your mom.
You-
You're like,
you
I
didn't
can't
try
feed
hard
my
enough.
baby.
Yes,
You're
it
like,
does.
You have to squeeze that shit out.
I did. I got 2 ounces in 2 hours, man. That was all I
That
tried.
is so
no.
hard.
Yeah.
She squirted me across the room one
Like
time.
mine would be like if I left them alone and
Okay.
it was time to feed, they would be like,
No.
"All right, I'm doing it with or without the baby." Watching TV and they're just squirting away.
Right after I had my
Yeah,
Because you're laughing, it's putting pressure on them.
just veins. Like it was
Yeah.
wow.
like cow
No.
status.
I didn't
Like
quite have that.
milk
Wow.
veins.
But one time, okay, when Chris came back from R&R, when I had my youngest daughter, I was laying in bed and he like rolled over on my boob and milk squirted out. And he's like,
Yeah.
he got excited because he looked at it, and I was like, I pushed him out of the way and ran and picked up my kid and tried to breastfeed. You know how much I got? I got 2 ounces out of that. I was so excited because it came out. I was so 2 ounces is nothing.
Oh,
2
Right.
ounces is
Not
nothing.
Because like they
That
need
is
like
nothing.
6 ounces at that point.
They
right?
need, they're sucking it in,
Yeah.
and then they'll drop down to 4, and then they'll eat regular. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
Nothing. Not
Oh.
eating anything. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is happening again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, fuck this. I just gave her food. After
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
my last straw. And I was
Gotta
like,
do
yeah.
what you gotta do.
Oh yeah.
Breastfeeding feels so weird though. Like, did anybody
Yes.
breastfeed? It feels okay. Like,
I
did
had
you
a
get
bottle
the
and a
instant?
breast.
What the
There
hell
you
did
go.
this show turn into?
No, wait. It's really weird. Did you get the feeling like
Roaming
either
balls.
if you heard your kid
Right.
make a noise, or if you heard another kid make a noise,
Yes.
or if it was just time and the kid wasn't there, like this thing would happen where you would feel all this like energy draw down to your nipples. and they're
down there.
right, and then they would
Yes.
get like just tingly a little bit hard, and they're like, ah, like you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're like, it's time. Like this has to happen.
It needs to happen now.
Yeah.
And yes.
Sorry, Ann.
Definitely a little
I'm
weird.
out of the loop on that one.
We're in the same boat.
He only produced 2 ounces.
I know, right?
That is a fear of mine.
A fear of yours?
Breast cancer is a fear of mine.
Oh, yes.
My mom had breast cancer.
Testicular cancer is a fear of mine.
Me too. Shit.
I mean, I'm not laughing at it.
Hey,
I'm not laughing at it.
that's
It's
one
bad
of those
cancer, but it's just
weird
that happens to be your fear.
things.
I know,
Yeah.
and I'm making
That's
light
so
of his fear,
odd.
but yeah.
I watched a
That's
lot
the
of.
one of those few things that usually it's the other way around.
Right. But Montel Williams is a guy that had breast cancer, and like lots of
Yeah.
guys get it, but yeah.
I'm
Right.
scared of a lot of
Yeah.
things that are irrational.
Oh,
So
I have to know before I totally forget. Can you feel your balls crawling around like that? That I
It
don't
depends.
think I would
See
like
what
that.
you saw.
I would like try to squeeze them or just compress.
Squeeze and
What's
compress.
weird-
Stop the transition.
Yeah.
He would smile and laugh and shit. You remember that?
What?
He would laugh and shit. But like he knows what's going on. No, it's that's probably the
Yes.
temperature changing and his
Yeah.
balls kind of going up.
That's what I mean. You feel
yeah,
like
you
can
feel that. Yeah, if you take your clothes off and it's cold, matter of fact, when you get out of the shower, and if it gets really cold and you step out, your balls are like, hey now, it's cold. Go start going up, and then like for a second you're. I'm not saying I have droopy balls. I'm just saying that when it's warm, the balls are droopier, and when it's cold, they're all tight and like brain.
They
Oh, okay.
travel
Yeah.
when it gets hot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they go on a journey.
Interesting. See, and I wish I would have. My boys were small.
Right?
Funny.
I would have been able to fill them in a lot better. Now I realize how I kind of failed them a little bit.
Say it again.
We don't have the knowledge. of
I
warming
have
balls.
3 boys, and I
Right.
did not fill them in on this little
Yeah.
bit of knowledge, and so now I kind of feel as though I failed a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, well,
Hey,
why didn't I
Marty.
know that this was gonna happen when
We
it?
got Marty
And
here.
I didn't know I was
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it to his
420.
balls. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
He was here last time.
He's
I think.
on Mellow Mondays.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Saw your
Very
live
well.
feed on Mellow Mondays the other day.
Yeah, we had a little bit of technical issues
Oh, did
up
you?
here, so we did just a live feed.
Oh, yeah.
But
Anytime that you guys go live, put it on the Highest Kites community. We love to just more live stuff.
right
You
on, we're
guys
going to
do-
try to start doing that more often.
Yeah.
And I love that pic of you guys. That
Which
you
one?
Put up for Veterans Day.
Oh, that was
Oh,
crazy,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Oh my
Happy
God.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
guys cleaned
Hairless.
I have to save it on my phone.
I know. It's so
That's
funny,
funny,
yeah, to
yeah.
see that. And you know what? I could kick my ass back then. It's amazing how much. Like, I was in the military then, too, right? You think you're buff. Until
Yeah.
you get older, you're like, I could kick my own ass back
Right.
then. Fuck him.
Anyway, you guys have a good show. I
You
just
too,
wanted to
yeah.
say
Thank
hi.
you.
Hey,
Thanks for
thanks for
stopping
coming
by.
in.
Thank
Good
you.
seeing
Got it.
you.
You guys make sure you come out to Studio 422, 3995 South Broadway, Inglewood, Colorado. We are almost actually out of time. If you guys want to talk about how they can get in touch with you personally, like give them your home phone number, your social security number,
Bye.
whatever you guys are wanting to give out.
Well,
Because we, either one.
we're on, because we choose to, yeah, we're on Facebook, so it's literally just
Keep it
facebook.com/because we choose to, or just type in the search bar because space we space choose space two. It's that simple.
T.O.
T.O.,
Because
not
for the
T.W.O.
longest, I'm illiterate. I'm
Did you
illiterate.
just say illiterate?
Illiterate. I
I'm
knew
illiterate.
Illiterate, like that's really just happening.
I knew it started with a vowel. I just did A-I-O-U literate.
Illiterate.
Sometimes Y. It used to be sometimes W-Y, didn't it? Or something like
Illiterate.
something
It's like
weird.
Y used to be in there sometimes. if
Sometimes
there's no other
Y.
vowel.
A-E-I-O-U. Sometimes
Sometimes
Y
Y
and
W.
yeah.
That's what they used to say. Sometimes
And
Y and
and
W.
W.
They don't say
Yeah.
W anymore.
No.
I have never heard W.
For our
Yeah.
yes.
Like an ancient,
Yeah.
archaic one. Sorry.
Yeah, I
I
think
never
so.
It's really telling how
W.
old we are.
I went to school in New York.
But
I'm trying to think of when W would say
Right.
its own name.
What word only contains
I
a
think
W
there's only
and
one or
another
two.
consonant?
Mm.
That would apply to.
W.
I don't know of any.
W.
Right, I don't either.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
When is W a vowel?
sword.
Grammar girl.
Never.
Sword.
That's what it's gonna say. Sword. Well,
So-
there's an O though,
But there's
so
a
it
W.
wouldn't take
Sword.
the. It wouldn't
But
be the
says
vowel there.
Sword.
But it says
Yeah.
but it's it's spelled sword.
Okay.
Like,
Right, it
The
is.
English
If
actually
a
pronounce
syllable-
sword.
If
Okay,
a,
English does.
if a syllable
That makes more sense.
begins with a Y or W and the next letter represents a vowel, then the Y or W almost certainly represents the consonant in yo and woe.
See, consonant. It's still a consonant.
Whoa.
Whatever.
So
That's
in
what
some
I'm
saying.
region
See-
it might be used as a
See, the only
It still
vowel.
says whoa.
the only time Y is considered a vowel is when it's alone. Like for by, the word by, Y is the vowel.
yeah.
But there, like, what instance? Yeah, like we were saying earlier, would W take that spot
Yeah,
where
I
it's
don't
with
know.
another consonant only?
I'm just gonna start spelling my
Consonants.
name with
I don't
W's.
know.
Replace all
Anyway.
the vowels.
So are they trying to say if W makes a sound at all?
No, if it's the only other
Oh.
letter in there and there's no other consonant, then it's the vowel. I mean, there's no other vowel, then it's the
possible.
vowel.
I speak
Right,
English.
This is why I don't go to school.
I
This is the reason.
Too many exceptions
believe
to
I
the
could be
rule.
wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's
Make sure
Um,
you check out Because We Choose To on Facebook.
Yes.
And
And
they-
Canna
yeah.
Patient Resource Connection, we are pretty much the same.
Yeah, pretty much. We go
But we have a handout coming up because we choose to and Canna Patient Resource. That's this Saturday.
Aren't we doing turkeys?
We are having
Yes.
turkey, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna have some turkey, some stuffing, and ham,
Mashed
and
taters and gravy.
taters, and it's gonna be good. Just because Thanksgiving is next week, and,
Yeah.
and we gotta do what we gotta do.
Definitely.
Make sure that our people are fed. So whether you have a meal for Thanksgiving or not, whether you have a winter coat or not. I know my kids went through, and I was my oldest son was like, I don't have a coat. I was like, excuse me? And he said, no, they all grew. So now we have, we're going to bring a bunch of coats, and then we might find one for my son. So I'm talking about everybody. If you are down in Colorado Springs, come down to Antlers Park from noon to 3 and see what kind of clothes you can find that you might need and get some food.
That's
Come
this
say
Saturday,
hi.
guys. This
This
Saturday.
Saturday. Just come say hi. And
you-
say that you heard about us on the Highest Kites show.
Yeah.
Or that
Also,
you just heard
go
about
by
us.
home.
on
I
Highest
would be
Kites.
remiss if I didn't say you guys are 3 really awesome women. You guys put
Oh.
so much hard work
Aw.
into the cannabis community and just into the community in general.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Try.
It's been I've had a really great talk with you guys, and also even I know everybody has difficult circumstances they have to go through, and you guys still put in maximum effort with the things you guys do, especially you, Aisha.
Yes.
I'm so
Thank you.
sorry for your loss. I know that you
Thank
just
you.
lost your daughter, Maisha.
Yes.
Um,
And actually, a little bit about that is we did something a little bit untraditional with her funeral and all
It
of
was
that stuff. So
the
we
best thing I've seen though.
ever
as
like
far as-
It
ever.
was so
And
beautiful.
honestly,
And-
I think if it would have went the traditional way, I may not even be able to have this conversation. Like, would not even be able to be up here. I would be
For real.
just a mess. But I will be putting updates. I just got. I found out that my sister Eileen did get video of the bath ceremony.
Yes,
she did.
yes.
I saw her catch that.
Yes,
It was
so
beautiful.
I will be doing a blog post. So definitely follow her page, Miracles for Maisha. That's the
That's
number
gonna be
4 on Facebook, and we will kind of touch base on that. And then CPRC. I mean, we went through a lot. I mean, Bridget had knee surgery, neck surgery last year. Maisha went through her relapse, and then her end of life stuff just within the last week and a half. So, but California Pizza Kitchen. Wow, I'm hungry, y'all. But the Canna Patient Resource Connection. We're going to be picking back up. We have a class tomorrow.
Yep, 1 p.m. online. Facebook
Yep,
Live.
we'll be Facebook Live, and we're gonna do that from the Canna Patient Resource Connection page.
Yeah.
So make sure that you tune in for that. We're gonna have some information on the Canna paste. And
Talk about your rights.
Yes, talk about your rights, all kinds of good stuff. So kind of just getting back into the swing of things. So definitely stay tuned because we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to cannabis and our rights and patient protections and education and all that good stuff. And it's super, super important that we keep Maisha's legacy alive, and the fight is very, very real, and we need to protect ourselves and our children and our family and our parents, and everybody needs to know what their rights are and just love each other.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know we love you guys so much, and you guys are always in my thoughts. Your entire
I
family.
love you guys
are
too.
beautiful, awesome, and I
Thank
wish you so much strength and just goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, make sure you check us out here next week, 5 to 7 Mountain Standard Time, tokeradio.com. Also, tomorrow we are interviewing Joshua Jetton, Sacred Body CBD, on Highest Kites Coffee and Weed. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. We'll be on Facebook from 11 to 1. Come talk to us, because that's the only reason we do the show. If you have questions about cannabis, if you have questions about Colorado, this is a time that's more of a give and take for you guys. Bring your questions. I like showing you how to clean shit. We got to clean that pipe. Haven't done that yet.
Did you clean the big bong? I thought. What did you? Wait, no, you cleaned something actually in a tub.
I don't know.
And
I
it was
didn't
a
film
pipe.
it. I'm gonna have to film it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thanks so
Thanks
much,
for smoking.
guys, for being here and talking and
Choking.
session. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, yes, thank you. Super high.
And thank you guys.
Good show. That's fun.
Yeah, it was lots of fun, you guys.
That was
Thanks so
awesome.
much. Yeah.
Now I'm really, really hungry. It's like California Pizza Kitchen. Well, they just have cheese. Mention.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. In about a month, this will be replayed. Thanks for watching, guys.